What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 163 of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. The only podcast that's giving it to you how you want it, how you need it, and all the time that you'd like it. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, a.k.a. Mr. Space Awaits, a.k.a. the Interstellar Seller, and a.k.a. the Hentai Honcho. With me today are my co-hosts, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies? It's your girl, Diva XOXO, aka the Sophista Ratchet, aka the official, unofficial Disney princess, aka the Gooner Gang General.
And my other co-host, HDTV.
Still HD, still TV. We're here, Gotta be happy.
And then today we have a special guest, my dog, Keats. Shout out to the people, Keats.
What's going on? It's your boy Keats, aka Keats Did It, aka the Planet Guy, aka Pretty Boy Keats. You already know we out here on the Bmore Nerdy Podcast, man. Happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
Where can we find you, Keats, for all the people out there, man?
Man, you can find me basically on any type of platform besides Snapchat, really. Keats, Keats, Keats Did It. Type in the Planet Guy on TikTok. You'll find something, man. But it's hard to miss these days.
Hard to miss. Appreciate you for coming out.
Disappointed like two of our viewers. They only have Snapchat. Like they're.
I was about to say he was like low key getting the sniper shots off with the Snapchat for real.
Nothing against Snapchat. I'm just not on it. Actually, I'm missing out not being on Snapchat. Snapchat is.
I've been hearing that Snapchat's dropping a bag for some people. I'm not gonna lie.
Word?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know a couple of creators who like still post on there, and they're saying like you get a nice little bag off of Snap. But today we are talking about nerdcore rappers. For those of you who may not know, Keats does more than just make skits. He makes music. So I thought today would be a great day to talk about, more of the anime rap style and the alternative rap. I got a list of rappers here that I want the group to hear and give me their notes on, because we're going to tier list them and talk about them, see how we feel about the bars, about the flows, about the anime references, anything like that. But before, you already know what it means when we have a guest here. It means we're getting into an interview. Keats, we met back at DreamCon 2023. I'm not going to lie, I was shitting myself to come talk to you because you look so busy. And that was the year they had you on stage like crazy.
Yeah.
But you ready for an interview, my dog?
Absolutely, man. What you guys want to know? What you want to talk about?
Awesome. So first off, I got to ask, can we get the Keats the Geek warm-up?
The Keats the Geek warm-up. What exactly does that entail?
So, there's a couple clips of you, for those who might not know. Keats, and I believe you might have even told me the story during one of our, like, just out there interviews, where you used to go on stage and when you were going to rap and everyone's looking at you like, who's this guy? What? And
Yes, sir. So, yeah, I started my rap or my music career as Keats the Geek, and I went with the Geek because Keats, there's a couple of other artists that just go by the name Keats, but at that time, I was very set apart because I was in Florida at the time, and it's very, like, there's a lot of, like, Kodak Black. There's a lot of like rappers that have that kind of brand. So I just tagged the Geek on there for social media branding purposes. But beatboxing was a big part of my show and the way to grab attention when you're doing like the showcases, set yourself apart. So I would go on stage. I have my backpack. I'm really getting into the nerdy aesthetic of things. But I would just all these stages they have. It's a roll of the dice how good the stage is going to be, how if you could hear yourself, if there's going to be a delay. So I would always take a chance to mic check, and I would just do like a little it's your boy Keats to get Bmore Nerdy Podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's been a minute since I did that. I don't be doing that, man.
But yeah, I just wanted the people to see that because I mean, like, that would definitely catch my attention if I went to, go to a show. Maybe I haven't heard of a guy, and it's like, who's this guy, man? And then because I saw how their faces turned up. Like, wait a minute.
It definitely gets you looking at the stage, man. It's funny because when I go and get into the scratching and stuff, it sounds very realistic through the PA system. And like, I would look at the DJs and they'd be like, "Oh snap! Like, did I hit something?" It's like, "Oh, it's this dude." So, it would you get a lot of respect, and like a lot of people would come up to me and be like, "Bro, like nobody does that, man." So, it's a good little a little party trick, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Sure.
But so my real question is, so for a long time you've been a Planet guy. Can you tell us a little bit about some other skits and projects that you might have made or might have done that people might not have heard of as much in these past few years?
Oh man, I have done a lot of skits, man. Aside from the Planets, I was one of the first to develop the type of skit making, which I call single actor, multi-character. So speaking to a lot of different, you take a group of things like colors, for instance. So then you have purple talking to black, talking to white, talking to red. You have stores maybe. But I did the Netflix talking to Hulu, talking to Disney Plus, talking to HBO. I did that. The Crunchyroll was a big one, and that kind of got me recognized by the anime community. And I didn't realize how big the anime community was at that time, just because the algorithm shows you what it is. And once it was put in the Crunchyroll thing, and I took it to the extent I was speaking Japanese. I was very thorough with my characters, and I'm big into to character representation, man. But yeah, I did a lot of meetings, I will call them. So like Girl Scout Cookies had a meeting, and then I did some Christian skits as well, which was really really fun because God has really molded me in a specific way where I have to, how can I say this? I don't work the 9 to 5, and all of the security of my bills and everything is really based on what I make with my entrepreneurship and my videos and getting hired by brands. So a lot of that is really just like jumping, like literally a leap of faith, out into the world, because if you don't get booked in a while, how them bills getting paid. So right. I found my faith in God got very strong, and I was at the time filled with a lot of zeal to do a lot of Christian skits, and just I think a lot of the basis on Christianity, it's like a lot of Christians are mean, they're corny, they're this and that. But I was like, Jesus was not like that. Jesus was actually, a real one. He was not soft, bro. So I just kind of did a little bit of skits and here and there, just kind of think pieces on that. And I called that series What Happens in Heaven. And I did a lot of music things, like a lot of music skits and things like that. But there's a bunch of stuff, bro. I can't even, the skincare skit, which got me a lot of opportunities, man. I even found my esthetician till this day by doing a skincare skit. Talking about how guys don't guys be washing their face with hand soap and stuff. But yeah, a lot has come. I've done a lot of skits, man.
All right, Diva, what you got? Or he?
Yeah. I'm going next. This is our order. What are we doing?
To speak to the fact that Keats and his one person, many perspective things, like he's the first person I've seen do it. And then after a while, I started seeing a lot of other people doing that. So he really was a pioneer in that.
Yeah. That shit's impressive.
Well, Keats, do you know, like, if something going to slap, like, do you have a feeling that it's like, oh, when this one right here, like,
yeah,
of course everything is going to be good. But you had and what?
Not really.
He was like, when I put this one out, oh, it's going to hit. And everybody gonna go crazy, or was it always just like a, damn, okay, y'all feeling me? I like it. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of after the Planets went, I didn't know that the first Planet video was gonna go as crazy as it did, because I'd never reached 1 million on a video. I'd never had something go instantly viral that was breaking my phone with notifications. But after that, after people start to recognize your face, after people know you as, oh, you made a funny, I like the last video you did, let me check this out. Once you kind of get the algorithm going, it's just a matter of how big the market is for your skit topic. And I could call a lot of them. Like, I could call a lot. I remember saying, oh, this one is gonna go, when I did the skincare video. The skincare video went, and then also I did a video, I think it was like waking up your girl, and it was just like your girl's like a heavy sleeper, and I did one of those that did really well. And I also had the video of, I had gotten a silk press, and it wasn't a skit, but it was like me on my live, and I was walking, and I was impersonating Professor Snape, and everybody picked that up. It was getting reposted all the time. I was like, ready your wands, and my hair was just going. It was beautiful. There was that. I did a Pal World skit when Pal World was really big versus like Pokemon, and they were talking about getting sued. I knew that one was gonna pretty much go. But that's the thing. As you get more popular, your criteria or your threshold for what does actually go, like what is viral. I wouldn't be happy. Like I think something would go and it would get maybe 100,000 views, which wasn't at the level of some of my past work. You know what I mean? So of course it's still good, but like it wasn't a new high. It wasn't a new milestone for me. But yeah, I can pretty much call my shots. Like if I make a skit, I know it'll go. Like I knew that, man, I did a skit about, the Roblox game Dress to Impress.
Yeah.
So I did like a toxic dad walking in on his son playing Dress to Impress, and at the end of it, it's the dad who's actually gay, and that one went. But if you think it's gonna go, like you don't know exactly. Don't tell your mom, right? So it's hard to say, but I generally don't put anything out unless I'm cackling. Like unless I know I'm gonna have the whole lunch table cracking up, I don't take the time to edit it and post it out.
That's a good criteria to have. That's a good criteria.
So that means you got a lot of archives just sitting in a vault. Just they weren't good enough. You delete them?
No, because I don't start them unless I know they're good enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Now I will say I said I don't have stuff in the vault, but I have 2 banger planet videos right now, like that I just made. Probably I made them this year. I have 2, and I was gonna bring the planets back, but something told me that's not the direction I want to go in right now. I don't want to go back to the planets, and I know it'll go. Like I had Pluto, he did a whole freestyle on the Dochi beat, and it goes. Like I could post it right now, but I'm like, do I want that attention? Like just because something goes viral doesn't mean that that's the right chess move. But really, I'm how do you say? I'm doubling down on my music and getting people to understand I am an artist. I do want to do shows. I want to, pop up and be known as, for my music. And it's hard to be the skit planet guy and to really drive the music like that.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
I get it. I remember there was a point in time that you really were emphasizing your disdain for having to be the planet guy.
It wasn't a disdain. Where you picked up disdain? It was no disdain, man.
I felt like all right, disdain might be a strong word, but I did feel like you were pretty much trying to say, hey, like I love the planets and what they did for me, but I'm moving away from that. And I remember
exactly. And that doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it for the time, but a lot of the internet will kind of keep you in this time capsule where they will be okay. There's a certain part of people that just see you as a product, and the product is these characters. And I had to learn that a lot of people, they like the characters, and that's separate from me as a person. So if I make a video on TikTok just saying like, hey guys, this is what I'm going through, it'll be like as if I had no followers, because that's not the content that the algorithm knows that people want to see. But at the same time, if I do want to get a message out, I send it through the voice of these characters. So I did understand like, hey, I am more than the planets. And again, I don't want to be 45 years old. I'm not 45, but like, I don't want to be doing the planets for 15 years. And that's all I, as a one-trick planet person, I'm way too versatile in all of my content and creativity to just sit myself there. But I do think that everything does have an expiration date. And if you are, I have a feeling, I have like an internal compass, like a log post that will tell me, okay, this is the direction I need to take my content in. That had its time. Now it's time to elevate and pivot and move on. Because I've always started as an artist. Like I've always been a rapper. I've never been just chasing likes and views for comedy. Like I've just been funny, but I never thought that would be my like claim to fame. But yeah, I'm super glad. Like when people come up and say, "Oh my gosh, the planet guy, I love the planets." It's like I take it as kind of like Cleo Thomas. It's like Cleo Thomas is, when was the last time he was Zero? When did he do Holes? But he still has that love for everybody. He was like, "Yo, Zero, like you changed my life," because it's real, right?
Fair.
Yeah. Bet. All right. So no, wait. Did you ask a question?
No, he segued me into the question.
That's crazy. No, it's all you, Chief.
Because I know you do a lot, like from the music to the 3D printing to the appearances to the group work. Like you're spread out everywhere. How do you make time for you?
I mean, the great thing is it's all me. Like that's all stuff that it just happens to be that the things that I've turned into revenue streams, or the things that I've made, really revenue streams, and that I post, it's all an insight to what I like to do, right? So because I have fun making new music and making beats. I have fun 3D printing and tinkering on my designs. If I feel like gaming or playing Apex, I'll pop on stream. So it's just really what I feel like broadcasting of what I'm doing at the moment in time. But yeah, I had this realization that I can turn the things I enjoy into shared opportunities for my community and for the internet and whatever. So, but for me, like what I do for me, man, I really just like chilling and sleeping when I have the time. Like sleeping is mad cool
I
for
respect it.
real.
It's
And
weird
getting
that
away,
as you get
like,
older, sleep is just like so important.
it
It's a
is.
luxury.
Chef's
Mhm.
kiss. It's a chef's kiss.
Yeah, and I
Nothing
like
beats a
cooking
good
as well.
nap.
Nap.
Mhm.
Let me get a nap.
Yeah, and I like being around like my peoples, like my Trap Sushi family. Whenever we have events in the city in Atlanta, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Popping out to enjoying and just getting to spend time with my peoples, like IRL, like in person.
Yeah. Okay.
I love
I
it. I
respect
love
it.
it. All
Yep.
right. So this is gonna be my last question on the skits part before I head to the music part for me.
Let's do it.
So the What Happens in Heaven series, I personally am a fan of it because as a Christian, it made a lot of the stories that I have to try and explain to people who might be either new to Christianity or deepening their faith. Like, oh, you could watch this and understand this a little better. Especially in modern times where it's a little bit harder for some people to understand old biblical text. That being said, are we going to see any more of those in these, I would say, trying times where the world's a little crazy?
I'm not really sure because I am just in general.
Mhm.
I haven't been feeling skits. It's not even about the topic or subject matter. It's just the skit format. I really, with these trying times, I don't feel like being funny, and at the same time, I don't feel like I'm personally being called spiritually to have to. I don't feel like that is my job or purpose to be like, if God hit me with the sign and was like, I need you to make these skits. Like I need because this is my plan for, you to save somebody or to get somebody closer to me through your skits. I'm not feeling that. And I do pay close attention to that because if I'm on call for the Lord, I'm on call for the Lord. Like that's what it is. But it does seem like God is really like, you're going to do what you're going to do by just living and doing the content you do, by going around and talking to people. Because if I get pulled into a side conversation like at a con or if I go out, I'm always down to talk about faith, talk about Christ and everything. But generally it doesn't feel like I've had to clock in to transition my content over to Christ or Christianity or things like that. But at the same time, that could change. Tomorrow I could get a funny idea and I could be like, okay, yeah, let me pull out the the wig, let me get the robe out, and let me write the script.
Right.
So I'm never afraid of that. And also along with that, I have the merch, the Explaining God merch, that I really do enjoy. But yeah, I think I'm on just a different path right now. So no, What Happens in Heaven skits in the near vision, near sight.
All right. Bet. I like that. On call for God. I ain't that.
Man,
That's
what
a
else
good
is
one. That's a
there?
good term.
Yes, sir.
They say when you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life. You obviously love
damn lie.
music. It's not work. It's not work.
Okay.
Um,
I'll let you finish your question for sure.
Yeah.
what you obviously love music. Like what got you into music?
What got me into music, man? My dad was like Joe Jackson, boy.
Mm.
Oh, that belt. That belt
Yeah,
did it.
yeah. No,
Sure.
like it's literally like my origins. I come from a origin musical family. So the song Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir, like old back in the day, that was my
Mhm.
cousin who wrote that. His name is Alan Toussaint, and my dad raised
Wow.
me and my sister to understand like, hey, we do music, like this is your cousin, he has Rolls Royces, he has this and that. And I had a music room in my house growing up in New York, so I'd always have access to pianos,
Wow.
basses, guitars, saxophones, drums, whatever. And growing up, it was it felt like picking my musical instrument, like what I want to learn, was like my Pokemon. Because in fourth grade they give you your choice of what instrument you want to play. Because my parents, they weren't buying me like a real brass instrument or anything heavy, because it's like, what if you pick that up and you don't like it and you put it down? Now I wasted $600 on a sax. So they were like, you'll get your free instrument when you go to school. So I waited, and I remember I was waiting years, bro, for like, and I knew I wanted to play the trumpet. I was really big. I just something about how you can make so many noises from just 3 buttons. So in fourth grade, I got my trumpet, and I really balled out with that, and I learned it. And my dad, he played the bass. He played everything by ear, and he worked with different bands like Crown Heights Affair. He knew Kool and the Gang, because my dad, he grew up in the Bronx. So all of those musicians, they're very easily accessible. Like if you go to the Blue Note and you stay after the show, you can speak, to maybe not Quincy Jones, but like those, like the freaking artists, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, he was just, we were in the city. I had like the flavor of New York City. My dad was really into that whole scene, and music was the challenge. And it was kind of like, if you get a C in math, it's like, all right, you should do better. But if you get a C in band, it's like, all right, intervention, what is going on? Like this is a problem, like for real. Like you need to know all your scales. So just kind of like a quick musical history of me. So I picked up the trumpet in the 10th grade. In the fourth grade, I was 10 years old. And then, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth grade, things start to get a little bit more serious. You have like first chair, second chair. I was first chair from like eighth grade till I graduated. I was in symphonic band. I was in jazz band first, and I had like solos and everything, performing on stage. And also, since I started to get really good, like I had this like crisp tone that I just developed. It felt like, honestly, in like the fifth grade, it felt like because the trumpet is like very, I don't know if you ever heard a bad trumpet player, but it sounds crazy, like raspy, like if you don't know how to make that sound. But it felt like literally like an angel touched me, and it was just butter, bro. And I just understood how to like make everything sound very smooth. And nobody in my like section, like in fifth grade, could do that. So I really stood out, how I was able to like play so crisp. And that's when I got a lot of solos, and like the conductors would like, give me opportunities. And then you have something called NYSMA. It's like New York Music Society, where they give you a piece to play your music. You have to know all your scales. And there's like level like 1 through 5, and like 5 is the highest level. And by senior year in high school, I was playing level 5. I got a 98%.
Wow.
In the jazz band, we got a gold. Like, so you can do it as a solo, and you can do it as a band. So the band would go, and I had a solo for a Miles Davis song called Round Midnight, where I played the flugelhorn, and we got a gold. And I was a drum major as well, so I conducted the band. But yeah, I was just known as, I was voted best musician in my high school. So music was always my thing. Like, so I'm classically trained with music. Like I know my scales. I know the minors and majors and all of that. But then at the same time, I'm a young nigga, so like I like hip hop. Like I listen to 50, Missy Elliott. So just that knowledge of, hey, why does this timing work? Like what is I could, the flow, oh, this rapper is flowing in 16th notes, and then he switches to eighths, and then syncopated. I could actually hear what's going on, like drumline. So and then mixed with the beatbox, I could just naturally just and then go and put that on the computer in Logic. Yeah. Okay, my kicks are on the 1 1/3, and so I just naturally could just speak the music. And as it kind of grew up, once you started to, I started as a producer to make beats, and then I just kind of was like, yo, these beats are so dope, I need to rap on them. And I just started to learn how to rap and write bars, and really my pen just got very strong. And I started to learn how to form songs. And right around like 2016, I would figure out, I would learn what having to pay to get a song mixed is, and like, what's EQ, what's reverb, compression. And that's when you start getting into, okay, you want to make your stuff sound good. So and then it's the marketing, having to go with it. Everything just kind of piled on to itself. But that's like how my music started and stuff. Kind of in a bottle.
That's dope.
That's amazing.
That's like, it's like from the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Absolutely.
It's so funny. You started talking about band, and you gave me flashbacks. I had been playing clarinet since I was in 4th grade, and then I played it all the way up until the end of high school. I didn't want to play it by high school, but I ended up being in first chair a lot. So
okay.
Yeah,
nice.
It's so nice to be able to play an instrument.
Yeah, it must be nice. Well, I'm to be
Let him
fair.
keep up with it.
You already know
Well,
how we woodwinds get down. You feel me?
Yeah, it's a lost art, man. I really do think that it is necessary, not necessary, but it is definitely a great asset to be able to learn how to work an instrument for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
My parents
I
didn't get me an instrument because Greg needed a new bed.
wow.
Y'all wanted me to sleep on the floor? What's up with you, yo?
I did.
I thought we
did.
were cool.
I just wanted to play the flute. That's all I wanted in
Hey,
life.
hey, you could have been listening to your sister play the flute on some crazy levels, but you wanted to sleep in a bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
God
right.
forbid I want to
Right,
not have
Greg.
back problems.
She would have got you that surgery or whatever the hell you needed. Like, come on now.
Off the flute skills, you're right. You're right. I'm so selfish. That's my bad. That's my bad.
My fingering is already out there. It's nice.
Hey, yo, you're crazy for that.
Oh,
All right. He was your question.
my thought was more about as far as marketing and growing your brand. I know that's been a constant ongoing thing. So this is kind of a two-part because I'm curious of like what's been the toughest struggles growing your brand, period. And then as you've been in Japan a lot more these days and expanding out there, what's been the struggles with growing out there and the language barrier and such.
Okay. So for the first part of the question, just growing the brand, I kind of hit a not kind of, but generally when things started to grow with the planets and everything,
Mhm.
I started to kind of say, okay, what is the brand of Keats? And it's very difficult to brand a being like myself because
Yeah.
it's like, what is the brand? It's so open ended. It's not a target. So it's hard to say like what is and I don't want to just say like my brand is space because I didn't like that. It's not targeted at all. It's not like a AMP has mafia like that's their
Right.
brand. You know what I mean? And I've done a lot of stuff. It's like from the music to the skits. So I really struggled to see what that image was, and that's one thing. And how I kind of go around it is the brand is how open ended it is. Like the brand is that it's a mystery box.
Yes.
And you can only enforce that brand by continuing to be it, by
Yeah.
continuing to when people come they get put onto you, they see like, oh, so what do you do? Oh, he posts skits, and then wait, oh snap, he's going viral for a song that he did. It's like, oh snap, and he made the beat. It's like, oh okay, and he's hosting at Rolling Loud, and like this nigga really just he did it, like he just
Yeah.
does that. So it comes
He
with
everywhere.
time. That exactly. So you're just kind of like this omniscient creator, and like a lot of people do say, yo, I do everything, but until they see the content and it like everything is done professionally at a certain level, it's like, oh nah, he's really like, he's out here, for sure.
Yeah.
So and then with the Japan side of things, Japan has just been so cool to go into and to have music done there and just be around there and really feel like I can navigate the city.
Mhm.
The language barrier is very tough because I would be able to connect with more people, and just you could see that people they really do want to communicate with you and like have a relationship. But if like you're spending 5 minutes on just trying to say like, yo man, want to come to a show, and it's like they don't understand you, it's hard to really get past that. But there's people around us that speak. I've met some people out there like my boy 120 who's been
Mhm.
living in Japan, like Nagano, for I don't even know, but I met him out there the first time I went out there, and he
Yeah.
helps me shoot stuff. But he speaks Japanese, and he's from LA, so
Okay.
he helps me, like takes me different places. We shoot together. So you meet people like that will assist you. But it's tough to do music there because there's a fair bit of racism out there. They want to see their own people win, and that's like after launching this Konichiwa project, it is more apparent to say like I didn't really know going in, like there's still that same battles that you have here. It's
Mhm.
more so even worse over there because they're so like small and tight knit that
Mhm.
they really will only fuck with the people who are them. Like
Yeah.
they're very like gatekeepish with that, if that makes sense. And even artists that are like, it's not easy for Blasian artists to come up over there.
Oh yeah, I've
It's
heard.
difficult,
Really?
bro. Yeah, it is absolutely difficult, bro. They want the colorism is real, man, and that bleeds into the success. And there's just like the culture over here, like the music at the top of like the levels, it's like mob, and it's the same thing over there, bro. Like the Yak, they run the music scenes, and they have the keys to the shows and really the venues and stuff like that. So it's difficult if you're not loped in with them at they cultural level. They're not showing you love for real. So yeah, it's just a lot of walls that you just gotta blow past, bro. Nothing's a stop sign. It's just construction that you gotta blast through.
Fair enough. That's
Wow.
the struggles of being an artist and a creator.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
I miss Japan, bro. I miss it so
Being
much.
black on top.
Yeah, don't forget that part.
Don't forget it.
Yeah.
All right. From Wano to Atlanime to your new album Konnichiwa, what do you find to be the most trying to think of the word, Jesus Christ. Rewarding part when you get to release these albums? Like, is it like a breath of fresh air, or is it like Christmas Day when you hit drop or upload? Like, is it like, ooh, just waiting, or is it like, ooh, I'm free of this, but I'm happy I'm free of it, but it's not like bad I'm free of it,
Yeah.
It's really not. It may be a little bit more lackluster than you may think, because
Really?
it's like there's for sure. Because think about it. When you create this you go through say weeks of so you go through 6 months of just figuring out what this body of work is going to be. Like, let's take Konnichiwa for instance.
Mm-hmm.
You have all this music, you have things. It's like I had Fuck It We in Tokyo, the first track on the project. We recorded that in Japan, and it sat on a hard drive for close to a year. And then after that year, it's like, said, we gotta do something with this. And then it's like, okay, I have Fuck It Me in Tokyo, I have another track, another beat I didn't finish over here. So you start curating things. Say it takes 6 months to really just develop what the track list is going to be, what's going to make the project. And then you do it, you record everything, you get it mixed, you spend the money, you figure out, okay, what does the artwork look like? You rack your brain about that. And then once you do it, and then you get to the point where it's finally like you hit upload and it's out. And then you got to figure out, okay, now I have to tell people about it.
Yeah.
So it's like another
The work ain't done.
You're using one part of your brain creatively to create the product, and then right when you hit upload, it's like, okay, now I have to spend more time, because this thing exists forever. How do I get people to hear it? How do I, do I make visuals for this? Do I text everyone I know about this? Like, what do I do? Do I make, does the merch come out of it? Like, it's the work never stops, because music is an everlasting product. There's so many people who don't even know what Konnichiwa is. Then there's other people who have heard it 20 times, right? So, but you have to keep promoting it like no one has ever heard it before. And that can be exhausting in itself, because you've made it. You've heard it more than anyone else. You've seen it, you've mixed it. So it's like, the project itself, it wants to age on you, but it is not an aging commodity at all. It's music, it's waves, it's sounds. So you really just have to persevere through the promotion, because you feel like you're bogging up your timeline. You feel like you're beating people over the head. There's like, okay, I've seen this. It's like, oh my gosh, like, you've been doing the same song for a month. And you have some people in your comments, it's like, oh man, this bro has been promoting this song forever. But then somebody's like, yo, this shit is dope, I'm gonna check it out, go to Spotify. So it's like, you have to take those shots of like, yo man, he's beating me over the head, like, or I'll unfollow you just because he's like spam posting his project, and then you get new followers. So you have to be able to deal with that, and that can be frustrating at times. And then at the same time, when you're posting that, you need to make new music.
Yeah.
So
you
gotta stay on top of it.
Yeah, music is, I would say, it's the most difficult industry that I've decided to
branch into.
Yeah, branch into for sure. But the thing is, it's the most authentic to myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't give that up just because it means the most to me. But if like if you wanted the easy way out in this creative space, music is not the thing. But it's like
so I've heard.
Yeah, you make money to make music. You don't make music to make money.
Facts.
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I was a little bit mad when you dropped Konnichiwa, because we had just gotten back from Japan. So we was using niggas in Tokyo as our beat. That was our thing. Every post was niggas in Tokyo, niggas in Tokyo. But then it was like that came out, and I was like, man, fucking we in Tokyo with a hit landed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. You just gotta go back, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea. I miss it so much. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a dart at the wall here. I think Greg, what you wanted with that question was more closer to something like the original Bleach freestyle, like when you first put that out. Is that what you're looking for? Like, how did you feel? Were you anxious in that moment? Like,
Well, the Bleach freestyle was the first one. That was a fluke because it was literally just a skit. It blew off of like when a hood rapper watches anime, and I kind of played
that's the one.
like
Dear Keisha, that one, the Keisha song.
No, that's the second one. That's Bleach freestyle too. The original, my boy just put me onto anime now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put my pen to the page. Yeah, so that first part, it was just the Bleach piano, and that one went crazy, like 6 million the first time I posted it on TikTok, and because of like that Bleach OST was like a Sony one, it kept getting taken down for the music, and I actually had someone who's really dope, a really cool person, Raina. She hit up Sony. She worked with Sony, and she got them to take off like the flags.
oh wow,
Them like stopping taking down. So when I reposted it, it was able to stay up. And the song, like, that is my most streamed song. It has like over 1 million streams, and just because the power of the skit promoting I'll just say TikTok, the power of TikTok, something going on there and converting that into songs, it's mad. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, so that one, I had to actually extend the song, and I had a version of it made. Buddha Bless His Beat did a version of it where I posted that like the best anime rap ever, and then I posted the regular raw, which I just mixed myself. But yeah, that was it. Kind of just crept up on me, and it did teach me a lot. Like, I took that's where the Fuck Keisha, the marketing plan from that, I took from the Bleach freestyle. Like, I'm gonna make a skit to I'm gonna write the song actually that it can be converted into skit form content. And that's the way that I kind of ran it. But yeah, it's kind of like it's a formula that you can work out. Like, even I'll see like Konichiwa the project, like, just with no promo for real, no viral elements or pieces of promo. Songs are about like 5,000, 6,000 streams a piece. But if I hit a skit or a piece of viral content, it'll bring the song to 100,000 streams.
Oh wow,
right? Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'm
always learning. I'm constantly learning. But at the same time, like, there's really not that much of a difference between 5,000 streams and 100,000 streams. I know it sounds crazy, but there's really not.
In the grand scheme of things, yeah.
In the grand scheme, like, in the way in the vein of you being able to fill shows at a seat, fill shows at a concert or event, there's not much of a, you know what I mean? In order to really convert people to buying the tickets, you got to be in like the millions of streams or high hundreds of thousands.
Facts. I believe it.
When you look back at your work, is there ever a time that you're just like, what was I thinking? Who did I think I was? This is like, yeah, it was good then, but ooh, why didn't someone tell me?
Like cringe factor?
Yeah.
Yes, like cringe, or just like, oh, this is bad. Why didn't y'all tell me this one wasn't good? Y'all let me do this? Like, do you have any of those moments? Or is it just all growth?
I'm really thinking. I would say I'm thinking hard, but at the same time, it's all growth, to be honest. Because I could say, like, looking back at Venus and like my female characters, it's a little cringe to me, just because that is so not me. Like, it's really acting as the character, just because I'm able to display the feminine so accurately, but I know that's not me. It's so far away from my center. But it's people love it. People are like cackling over it. Like, it's definitely, it works. That's the thing. It's hard to say it's cringe when it works, when it definitely worked. Some older, like, and that's the thing, like some Keats the Geek stuff, like I can't even watch my old Keats the Geek videos, to be honest, like a lot of times. But it's growth. Like, and I will never ever discount myself or discredit or be embarrassed or regret the fact that I went out, took the time, shot those videos, did those edits myself, like did all of that. That is 100% necessary, because if you're not working and you're not able to see it and not put something out, you're never gonna make it. So I'm glad that I was able to be confident enough to release that stuff. And that's the thing. At the time, when you're releasing your first stuff, there's no precedent for you. So everything you put out is just new. Like, you have to do. I will say, if I went back to that type of quality, that'd be insane. Or if I went back to that that creative whatever, just you never really regress. You grow. And that comes from, you start to learn what to invest in. You get better cameras, you get better equipment, and that all does translate. So nah, man, I'm 100% be with the journey and like everything I've put out. And sometimes the stuff that I didn't even think was gonna goes the hardest. And I was like, okay, I'm super man. No cringe, man. I'm proud of my past self in every shape and form.
That is the first time we've gotten that on this show. I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, I'm taking that and running with it, because sometimes I look at my shit and I be not disappointed, but I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? I could have done it so much better.
No.
But I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. I gotta look at it with a grain of salt.
Well, the thing is, okay, I will say, let me say one thing real quick. If at the time when you're making it, you know that you can do it better, don't put it out and do it better. Like, always say, like, this is the best at this moment. My resources, my attention span, my time will allow me to be, right? And a lot of times I'm doing a lot of stuff myself because I don't have the budget. Like, I'm always taking on as much as I can without having to outsource someone else to do it. Like, my artwork in the past or my like Keats the Geek songs may not have been the best because I had to do it myself. Or I could tell you, like, this one, I didn't have the money to hire an artist and I just did the best that I could. But a lot of times the best that I can is pretty good. You know what I mean? So I will always say it's not for lack of effort on my part. As long as I'm doing the best I can, I will never be disappointed in myself because, that is the best that I could at my time. And the best that I have now is better than the best at that time.
Yeah.
That's some real Tony Stark shit right there. I'm not going to lie to you. He built it in a cave with scraps.
Yes, for real. Box of scraps.
I felt that, though.
No, my one regret with this podcast is episode 1. I did this weird voice.
I remember that.
It was like, it wasn't my voice. It was just like, it was very like cutesy girly, which I am. There is a part of me that is that, but it just wasn't how I talked normally. And keeping it up, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. What it is, little dummy? It's your girl. And it's been like this ever since. But it used to be, how did I do? I was like, oh my God, hey guys, it's Benta. I was like,
oh boy. Oh boy.
I listened back to episode 1 and I hated it. I can honestly say that's a hate for me. I'd be like, cringe. But go ahead.
I felt that. I when it came to like cosplay stuff, the Zora from Black Clover, I didn't love it. I didn't love it, but I was so invested. I just did it and I regret it. So I get the feeling. I should have just never did it. I should have just never did it. Moved on to the next thing. Would have been done with it.
Ironically, I felt good about my Asta because I did what I could with what I had.
No, your mother did it. Get my mom.
Yo, we were up until like 2 a.m. and I had a flight at 7. Oh, yeah.
And I hurt my feelings. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to learn how to sew with the machine. This man Greg's like, Mom. Okay. But I wanted to touch into Trap Sushi. I know we've talked about this before, but as far as that, the beginnings of that for you, from your perspective, can we get into it for the podcast?
Yeah, so Trap Sushi is for anyone who doesn't know, it's a nightlife brand started by my boy Troop Brand and his wife Steph that is basically a space for the blurs and anyone that's into cosplay or that anime pop culture scene can, go to an event and really just feel comfortable, and it's a different type of vibe. Like, you'll have the Super Smash Brothers set up on the TVs, you have cosplay competitions, but you'll hear some Atlanta type trap music, and there's also a live sushi chef there. So that has grown. That started, I think, don't quote me, but early 2020, I think. And it just grew to where in Atlanta, you'd have a one Trap Sushi event every month or so. And then when the cons come, you have like a big party attached to the cons, where people they can throw the official after party, unofficial after party. It's just Trap Sushi is always a smash. So, but that really just started when I kind of got my claim to fame with doing skits and being known as a popular creator in Atlanta in that like nerd space. My boy Anime Sundays actually hit me up and he was like, "Yo, man, my boy Troop, like my guy Troop, he does this Trap Sushi event." And it's like, okay, and there's a lot of kind of events like that in Atlanta. Like you got Tech and Chill, you got Controllerize, and it's just kind of like that alt space. So Trap Sushi is like, okay, it's one of those type things. So I was like, all right. So I went and I pulled up and I was like, nah, this is a vibe. And like I talked to Troop and Troop was like, oh, he was just cool peoples. And then it just grew to where they'd invite me out to events. It was like very organic, not like they was trying to get something from me as like a creator. Exactly. Yeah, or like recruiters like, nah, man, we got stuff going on. It's like, yo, you seem like a vibe. And then I don't even know if they knew I think they did know I did music at a point because I had the Bleach freestyle out by then. But we really just started hanging out like and pulling up to organically, bro. And Kiko Black, she was always in the scene too because I had a couple people tell me about her and we would just go out and we kind of just formed this group and we ended up getting in the studio and that's how, we started coming out with songs and, we got in the studio, we made Drive the Boat, and we put together the Atlanta project and everything was 100% just organic, bro, just trying to make it work and we all individually do our things, but like when we come together, it's a vibe. It's really just dope, like dope people coming together and connecting organically.
No, facts. Okay. I love all y'all at Trap Sushi, man. Y'all are also, y'all are all lit as hell. Yeah. And Kiko's actually from Baltimore. Yeah.
I personally be low-key hurt getting the email notifications that Trap Sushi's doing something being stuck in Dallas. So
I'd be so pissed seeing y'all post like, yo, we having it. Jimmy was telling me like, yo, you pulling up to these Trap Sushi? But I'm like, Jimmy, I don't live in Atlanta. You pissing me off.
Yeah, but that's a cool thing. Like, it's very, if you're there, you're there. Like, they don't happen every so often, and that's a cool thing about it. Like, you really, if you don't go to this Trap Sushi, it's like, who knows when you're gonna be able to hit the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I love the exclusivity of it.
That's why I be at the ones at the cons. You feel me? Because I always know y'all know I'm gonna pull up. I love partying.
It's a time.
Yeah, man. The ones at the cons are mad cool, but I would say there's nothing like in Atlanta like Monday Night Garage Trap Sushi, bro. Like those.
There was one me and Diva were gonna try and pull up to. I think it was like last year or 2 years ago. And I was like, I got a long weekend. I got some extra days off. I might just take a drive, get a B&B, hit the Trap Sushi event, drive back up. I ain't doing nothing that weekend. Diva's like, what you trying to do?
I was like, what you trying to do? I can drive it because I'm in Florida. Right. So I was like, I can drive it.
I was like, we meet up in the middle.
We can meet in the middle. I was like, okay, what's up?
Yeah. Okay, tight. Smooth.
Yeah. But all right.
So what part of Florida are you in?
I'm in Orlando.
Okay. Yeah, you heard about this touch grass? Touch grass?
I sent it to her.
No.
I did. Okay. I sent it to you.
Didn't.
I did.
If you did, I didn't see it.
I believe Greg.
Yeah!
He's already him.
Let's go. No, I sent it to her. Yeah, but tell us about it before we keep it moving.
Well, your boy Roshi. They got Trap Sushi on the set list, but it's their first festival. Your boy Roshi, Barefoot Tasha, Shira, my boy Lupa. They're a YouTube cohort. They do reactions on YouTube and everything. Your boy Roshi, he sponsored DreamCon for the past 3, 4, 5 years, whatever. But they decided to put on their own Touch Grass Fest. And yeah, it looks dope. The promo for it was fire. In the IG promo they actually used on the song Demon Slayer off the Atlanta project. They had my verse on there. It sounded immaculate. And it's in Orlando. That's why I brought it up. It's in Orlando at October 3rd, I think it is.
Yep.
It's October 3rd.
And they got Party Next Door headlining. They got some bangers, man. That YouTube money different. I don't know.
That YouTube money
shout out
different.
Greg from Land Party. He's helping, I think. I don't know but I think he's curating it with them or whatever. But yeah, it's all, that anime type family.
Yeah. Diva should definitely go pull up with the Bmore. I'll send you the mic.
Yeah. Think of it as a
you say you want your own?
Think of it as a bridal shower.
A bridal shower. That's exactly what it's about to be. Nah, I'm finna pull up. Ah, damn it.
I know, right?
It's
I got so many
no,
things to go to this year. I'm happy. I'm
it's
happy. I'm loving it.
literally the only weekend I'm free in October because of all of the wedding stuff. And I'm just like, well, I guess I got to go, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
God's plan. Perfect
Bmore Nerdy
placement.
Podcast is present. I'll be there.
Yep. All right. That being said,
Y'all heard it
we're
here.
going to continue with the episode. Thank you, Keats, for the interview because I could ask you questions for days. So, once again, let them know where they can find you, where we can listen to you, all that. Give it to them.
Yo, it's Keats. Keats Did It. That's Keats. Did It. Didit. I'm most active on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. That's where everything started. You might catch a Twitch stream here and there, but it's very rare these days. But yeah, yo, just tap in with me on Instagram. Man, I don't know what's going on. Y'all be using X? Y'all be on Twitter like that these days?
I try to use it more because I use it to connect with people, but like,
yeah, X is a weird place these days.
Yeah. You said it for me.
EATS.
No,
check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Check out the music. It's different these days, and a new project coming out soon.
Woo! Can't wait to hear it. We will be
sir.
waiting to listen. Who knows? Maybe we'll do an album review. That being said, we're gonna get into the episode because this one is fun. I sent everybody a list, but I got about 10 nerdcore songs that I know I like and that I think are really good introductions into what a lot of nerdcore rappers do, whether it be a cipher, a rap about a character, or a rap that includes a lot of that imagery in show notes, right? So let me just switch up the vibe real quick. Now you guys should be able to see. So here's our tier list. These are all of our songs. We're gonna give them a grade. A group grade, if you will. If it's an S, an A, a B, a C, you can give a couple reasons why. But we're going to listen through the music, and we just going to go for it. Everybody ready? Any questions, comments, or concerns before we get started?
I'm a harsh critic,
How
man.
long are the songs?
I would expect no less, honestly.
I was going to say, after what you just said, I expect no less than harsh criticism from a lot of these, right? So, First one I'm going to start with is a Contrast song. He's been a rapper who I know.
Wait. Question. So this is on Nerdcore?
Yeah.
What defines Nerdcore music?
So, Nerdcore music, I'm going to give my definition, right? But I can Google it. But
I'll look at the definition.
Go ahead. You can look it up. Let's see how close I get.
Go ahead. Give yours.
Yeah. Nerdcore to me is like music, whether it be rap, beats, or anything like that has some reference to something that is maybe even of higher intelligence, anime or cartoon culture, or TV shows in relation to that, right? Anything that has to do with the nerdy space. So, like, if I made a rap about, I'm making a rap and I'm saying I'm hot, I'm fire, I spit fire, explosives, and I'm talking about Bakugo, and I make a Bakugo reference right after that. I'm making these niggas sweat and they can't keep up. Something like that, That would be, and I keep making references like that. That would put me in the area of nerdcore versus your average rapper who might throw in a, I'm going Super Saiyan on the beat.
Okay, right, so you're saying centered, not like random reference.
Correct.
Y'all keep making me read on this damn podcast.
Nerdcore
is a genre of hip hop music and nerd music characterized by subject matter considered of interest to nerds and geeks. Self-described nerdcore rappers, blah blah blah. Let me kind of skip this. As a niche genre, similar to punk rock, not like just the nicheness of it, not that it is. Nerdcore generally holds to the DIY ethic. Has history of self-publish and self-promotion. That's Wikipedia's definition, and I use Google. I use AI sometimes.
That's solid. So we'll go with that. So yeah, that's
my question.
Yeah. That's essentially what it would be classified as. But one rapper I know, I didn't even know I listened to him as much as I do until I started hearing more of his more recent songs. But Contrast, he's released a lot of songs recently. One that has been going viral is the ADHD song. If you've heard that. Yeah, but this is a Sukuna freestyle, so we're going to get out a listen. Hey guys, it's your boy Galaxy Greg from the future here. We're actually going to shorten some of these songs, but please, please, please support the official releases of all of these music. First one is the Sukuna rap, the next one is the One Piece cipher, and the last one is the D&D cipher. The One Piece cipher and the D&D cipher by Rustage, and the Sukuna rap is by Contrast. Thank you so much. I'm only going to include a snippet, but please make sure you support.
Hey, I'm on a whole nother level. And what's a pest to a devil? I leave him gaping, then I indulge in whatever. He wanna be for the king? Yeah, alright, dream of forever. One body, two body, three body, four. Now my body count several. Look, bro, don't want beef with a demon. I'm a real beast, not a pup on the leashes. I ain't in nobody's body. Buddy with me, what's he thinking? Little boy must think I'm sweet. When we switch, probably leave his whole team in pieces. Jesus, well, what you expect? To be best friends with a demon like me?
So,
Okay.
yeah. So, in terms of grading, you can have your own systems in your head, but what we're looking for is kind of references. You can go with beats if you really wanted to, and I would say lyrics indefinitely. Don't worry about the visuals, because the visuals don't matter if you're just listening with your headphones. So, how does everyone feel about that first song? Huh?
C.
A
I give
C?
it a C.
Okay. Heat?
I kind of want to say C2 because, like, I felt like when you define nerdcore, this felt more like he was Sukuna rapping versus rapping about Sukuna, you know?
Okay.
I like
Alright.
C.
C?
I like C.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think we're gonna give it a C then. Where did I put that?
Like there were some lines in there,
Yeah.
but it wasn't enough for me to be like, yeah.
Like, I'm in no
Okay.
rush to play that back.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I think
basically.
that's a fair place then. So, I already see where I
'Cause it
fucked up.
wasn't
'Cause I didn't
bad,
have an
but
image
wasn't
for it,
deep.
but I will remember that Sukuna is at C. That's fine.
Okay.
That's hilarious. That's a great way of defining C. Like, cool, but yeah, I'm not in a rush. I bet. Any
Like,
preference to
if I was
any?
listening to stuff on random and that came on, I wouldn't skip it, but I wouldn't save it.
Bet.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
It had just played, and it had just have
Yeah.
played.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the
and
next
that's
one,
it's cool because Contrast is you could tell he's skilled. Like it's good
Mhm.
rapping, but like it's just it seemed like the subject matter was very surface level.
yeah.
You
I
know, like
feel you.
you're good. You're great at putting words together, and like you're flowing on it, and you know you had a clean mix and everything. But like the impact it still had on me, like it was very like okay, see,
Okay, solid. You know what? C's get degrees. You feel me?
hey man,
man.
hey man. Apparently, look at the views. What I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That
That's
boy got a bag. That boy got a bag on that. Shout
but
out
that being
Contrast,
said, so we're all One Piece fans. The next one I'm gonna go into is a cipher, and usually in these ciphers, I know Rustage does a lot of them. It has a lot of people. It'll tell you each
Yeah.
person right before they go.
Yeah.
But Rustage usually organizes a lot of them. So shout out to Rustage. But for this one, we're all One Piece fans, so we're gonna listen to the Straw Hat Cipher. Well, it'll be a similar kind of concept where they're rapping as each of the characters, but usually making their references as such. So let's see if we get another C, or if we can beat a C with the Straw Hats. If it wants to load. Cool.
It's a 5-minute video thing.
I know,
Ah.
right?
Long one.
It's okay.
That's how long they were.
Straight out the East Blue, call me Luffy, I'm a beast too. Anybody you speak to will tell you what I've been through. I'm as fast as a pistol blasting you suckers. I reckon that now I'm stepping up, getting rough, gear second. I'm the captain, activating hacky, I'm cracking knuckles, attacking. So buckle up if you're lacking, watch my bounty as it's racking up. You ain't ever stacking up, I will fucking end you if you ever hurt my Nakama. It doesn't matter if you're Navy, you're crazy to face me. The aura of a conqueror, even Kaido is shaky. I'm breaking in, cause I'm made to win. And maybe rubber, but you need protection from this pirate king.
Jesus Christ. I didn't realize how long
You
a
underestimated
5-minute
5
song
minutes.
felt.
You
Um,
underestimated 5 minutes.
I did
This
underestimate
one has the
5 minutes.
opposite problem of the last one.
The opposite problem?
So like the last one.
Oh,
like,
you want to
it
run
was
that back?
Yo, I got hot too.
No, like obviously they know the lore. Like the lore is there, especially if you watch One Piece. It's just like, oh,
Right.
that's
Reference after
that's the
reference after
bar.
reference. You feel me?
Yeah. But no,
But is it a C?
it's a D for me.
Oh,
If
goddamn.
everyone if it was like Dizzy, Game Boy, I forget who was Frankie. If everyone was like that, I would say C.
Okay. So D for you too?
Yeah. And it's
Everyone
funny
moving
because
downwards.
seeing Nux be on there as Usopp is just baffles me because I've watched Nux on YouTube for years and I never would have imagined him rapping.
I would say the beat did a disservice. Like there wasn't much. Like that last contrast song, like the beat was hitting. It was like kind of that drill type. This was very like this one sounded like stock violins. Like it wasn't. You're not going like super crazy. The beat isn't carrying it for a certain extent. So like it really required a lot from the vocal artists. But yeah, I would say D just in general. And this is tough for me because ranking these, like, if these people were to be seeing us ranking them or talking about this, it's like this isn't. I mean, for some of them, it has to do with like their delivery and like their actual vocal performance, but just I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, it's nothing against the person. For my opinion, Game Boy Jones and Dizzy 8, like those were the best ones for me. But it's just the style of the composition of the song where it's like it just sounds like there's a certain formula to music where when you're just regurgitating information and just trying to say the bar for the bar, like there has to be some sort of, at least when I make music, a certain type of finesse where there's own like, and that's the thing about why I asked in the beginning, because I make music and a lot of people will say like, oh, it's nerdcore, but I don't just stay in anime. Like I'm not confined to this thing. Like I'll use bars, but I will relate it to outside like real life. You know what I mean? And this is nerdcore. It seems like it's very direct. Like, yo, I'm Nami. I'm this. I am that. Like every line is just about that anime, and it's like it's how can I say? It's like it's confined.
Yeah. I would definitely argue it's very confined. You're usually either on the subject matter. So like one of the songs I think I had on the list was Game Boy Jones's Jackpot, which is pretty viral right now, right? But it's about Hikari's curse technique. It's hitting a jackpot, and it's like he makes a little bit more references in his individual songs back towards like how you said, to real life. But yeah, a lot of these are like that. However,
good,
I will
though.
say
Like, that's what I mean. Like that's a good metaphor. Like if you're just, I feel like nerdcore music or just good music in general, if anybody could listen to it and not like, I hit the jackpot. Okay, like underlying subtext, it comes from Hikari, but in general, if you don't even know what that is, it still works. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It has to be a certain type of double entendre.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that was my other thing, because you said you were feeling, not, I won't say bad, but like you were like, come on, like these guys are really good in this. I think because we're grading more of the overarching thing, how everything ties together, not just the individual person. Because like there was obvious parts where I could see, looking back at the screen while listening, like some smirks there. Like obviously Usopp's was pretty funny. As One Piece watchers, like, oh, that's exactly how Usopp would fucking try and take that. Yeah.
And there's like a certain like nerdcore rap voice. It's kind of funny. I don't even know how to explain it. You could tell,
I'm hopping on the track and I'm saying
nerdcore nigga.
Yeah. Okay.
Like slightly British.
No, it's just here's the thing. It's like so many British people do it. I don't know what to say. Like it's such a, I don't want to say it's such a British thing, but it's like it's a thing that like you'll notice that a lot of British people do. Like a lot of nerdcore rappers tend to be Brits. I'm not gonna lie.
Sounding so proper, bro.
It does sound proper.
Telling someone you're gonna pull up and blast them, but sounding proper is not intimidating. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
all right. I'm only gonna bore you guys with one more, and that's ironically the longest one. But that's about D&D.
Do this.
I had 10 on a list. Yo, I never get grace for like changing things up in a solid way, for real. You don't love me. It's okay. It's okay.
I give you your flowers.
Appreciate it. It is the longest one, but it's more of a D&D song, right? And it's a reference to the classes of D&D. It's a D&D class cipher, so a lot of similar people, plus then some. Keats, I don't know if you've ever played D&D, have you? Or do you know anything about D&D?
I'm pretty unfamiliar with. I didn't even see the movie that came out, but I do know like from seeing like Stranger Things and stuff, you have
Right.
I forget what they're called, but like the master who leads you through the campaign, and you roll to get certain things. Like, I think I'd like to do it, but yeah, I've never personally, I don't have personal experience with it, but I get it.
Yeah, it's a really fun game.
think you would kill D&D. It would be so much fun. I've only played like a couple times because I'm not attention span of a squirrel, but I like if you played it, I would watch it probably for hours. I'd probably be like, yeah, go ahead, I'm on the stream, I'm gonna sit down and you tell me what you rolled. I'm in, I'm invested.
I agree. I think it's because Keats is like such a good actor, and a lot of D&Ds is like it's role playing. There's a lot of role playing in there. Yeah. So like you would really get into character and do your thing and be the character because that makes it more immersive. That makes it more fun. Like if you said, "Hey, I'm a 3 foot tall rapping gnome for real," I'm a bard. Because there's actual like moves and technically in D&D that hurt people. Like you can use vicious mockery and like just really spit a diss track at someone and do some damage.
Yeah,
no, that's funny.
Someone, yeah.
I think funny. Like contextually, like the understanding D&D, the easiest intro with people would be like Baldur's Gate, because like that's D&D game format done right. But like playing it, that comes with a lot of different levels to it. But it is funny when you play with your friends and you're like, I remember watching this podcast of this group, and it was this guy who played D&D all his life, and he got his homegirls together, and it's called Girls Who Don't D&D. And they literally did the craziest things. The mayor said something disrespectful. They agreed as a group they're going to murder the mayor because they don't like how he talked to sis. Like, and he's just like, well, that kills half of my story, but go ahead if that's what you want to do.
Right.
Okay.
There's a guy on Twitter and TikTok. He got his hood homeboys to play Baldur's Gate, and they're like almost done the campaign. That shit is funny. Because they knew nothing about it going into it, is the funny thing. But by the end of it, they're talking like all the D&D lingo. Like, yo, you got a bonus action? Yo, can you do this? Yo, can you help me? I need heals. Like, shit like that. And it's fucking hilarious.
I've watched drag queens do it. Now that's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's so
that's
gay.
Interesting.
It's so funny, too.
That is very interesting. I wouldn't have thought you'd say that.
All right.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, it's good.
So, this is the longest one. However, this is significantly shorter than I thought we'd spend on the topic because, obviously, I think you guys are going to give things a lot of C's and D's, and that's fair. I always tell people I have terrible taste in music, so don't ask me to be on the aux ever. I will throw it to the next person.
Bitch. Bad bitch music only. Tell them.
Hey, man. Say, man.
Knows all about his music.
Hey, man. Say, man. Y'all just hating on the baddie. That's all I'm saying.
Did you say your favorite song right now is Throat?
No, that's my favorite thing, brother. Nah. All right.
I'm just saying.
So it goes through all the classes, but to give you a quick, I guess, rundown of some the classes and what they do. Wizard is magic, as you know. Sorcerer is like a cool magician who naturally has magic. Fighter is exactly that. Barbarian's your rage guy. Cleric has basically think like a priest that God just really fuck with. Warlock priest makes contracts with devils and demons to have powers. What am I missing? Rogues are your thieves. Rangers are ones with nature but use bows and arrows. Druids are shapeshifters.
Is it going into every class? Is that what they're about to do?
Yeah, that's why it's long.
How many class? It's so many classes. Pick another one. Pick anything else. I know we just did this whole explanation, but not this one. How long is it? Hover over it. Let me see the minutes.
What if I tell you to guess?
7. It's 7 minutes.
No,
long.
it's 6 minutes. 6 minutes on the dot.
Oh, okay.
I think everyone gets like 30 or 45 seconds. It's
okay.
I bet.
Okay, let's run it, man.
Bet.
Is this the aspect ratio?
Yeah, this is what it changed it to. I don't know why.
My spells and my magic.
But it might help you to read because
big dice, yeah, we doing big
actually I can
damage.
zoom in. Now think about it.
Devastation, they set a flame, pull it evocation, every spell I'm making
That better.
intelligent monsters education, better test my patience, I'm sending still set the weather station, manly restoration, they're begging me till I end the ration, like magic missile, I'm never missing a target, I've been spitting fishes and always roll with advantage, power words and spitting and they be dearly departed, bastard, sell them so I light him in the darkness, in time stop, they be feeling chicks until their minds gone, see them pointing fingers, my fingers turn the lights off, my god, transmutating gold to take the price drops, milestones I'm hitting, you're not on the level line.
That last one hurt my eyes. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
Last
from
one was a cute way to end it.
yeah, I think the font did them no justice.
It
But
did
I love Rush,
Yeah.
but it's like you're
That
already
center
showing-
area was what attracted me to this song. That what was it? From about I think the warlock to the druid. About right there is where it was like that was all just really good. I could understand all the bars. It was real nice there for me, personally.
Yeah, it was a little too spicy with the font. A lot going on there.
Oh yeah, a lot
there
going
was
on
a-
with the font. Hard to read,
a lot
definitely
of
hard to read.
movement on the screen, a lot of contextual D&D knowledge that it said really fast that if you didn't hear it,
Yeah.
I don't know it.
To
Yeah,
be
it
fair,
was-
yes, I 100% agree with you. But I think that's one of the other reasons I liked it. Because when I first heard it, I heard a lot of it. And then when I heard it again, because it comes on my shuffle sometimes, it was like, okay, I missed some things. So, like, as a person who's played D&D a lot, that was a very good song. And then as a person who just kind of likes music, there were some bars that were just kind of good on a surface level, you know?
Yeah, I think overall it was well put together. It's just a small target audience, and some of them were not enunciating. Is that the word I'm trying to use?
You couldn't understand shit, is what you trying to say. Heat, I could look over and see you like... You look
I
like
tried to
episode
follow the
3
lyrics.
JJK this last season. The rules of the culling game.
Yeah,
Shit,
I
come
felt
back.
like
Wait.
episode 3 all over again.
I really want to give it a higher grade than I probably should, but that's just because I'm comparing it to the other two.
Fair.
I would
And,
give it a
like,
B.
Yeah, I want to give it an A, but I really think it's a B because
Okay.
like I'm saying A because I'm comparing it to the other two. But I feel beezy.
Hey man, I got a B. I'm happy with my day. Keats, I saw you bobbing your head at some of the bars or some of the beats. I don't.
Yeah, it
wanted to dig into that.
started off pretty strong, and the production on this was definitely really good production because as the different people switched up, the beat obviously compensated with that, and I think that it was just overall it was a really good composition for the length that it was. I honestly might have given it a little bit of a higher grade if like the last 3 or 4 didn't do much justice. So, like the kind of like the flame started to go out, but they started off really strong, and it was really hard. And I was thinking like, even if I don't understand these references, like just something about the way that their flow is and their cadence, and the beat, like they actually did justice on the beat. I was like, yeah, this is really good. Like I could see myself like playing this in the gym, but then it just started to get a little bit, how can I say? Not even repetitive, but like, you know, that just the kind of wind started to get taken out of my sails a little bit. I'm like, okay, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
When, uh,
I think towards the tail end of it, yeah, there's definitely it's like a track race. Like sometimes you don't just set it up right, you know. I feel like they had the fastest runners in the middle of the race.
I feel like contrast should be moved up to the same grade as this. Just respectfully, just because like him doing it by himself, I felt like comparing his individual song to this cipher, I was like, not that one's better than the other, but I would not be mad at them being in the same category. And I think B's fair for this, so I just think in respect, I would have to be fair to that, you know?
I disagree.
Yeah,
Not respectfully.
No,
Nah,
fair,
because
fair.
It's a lot of times it's easier to do things by yourself because you don't have to
Fair.
you know, you're responsible for a smaller section, and
Exactly.
it's more difficult to put, you know, just so many different voices, so many. And I was thinking like for the first like 4 or 5 artists on this track, they were writing like it was very cohesive. Like it was the same. Everyone, like no one really outshined the other one really until you started getting, I think it was the female artist, like it started to drag a little bit for me on that. But it was I think it was just a higher production quality. And again, like I think there was just more. With some music, you can't really explain it sometimes. This was more impactful to me than the Contrast one. It kind of just seemed like Contrast was going through the moments just for a Sukino freestyle.
I agree with you. I think logically, the way you broke that down, I agree with you.
Yeah. Because I was with you at first, Heat. I'm not going to lie. And then he explained it, and I was like, damn, he got you.
It's really hard to collab, bro. It really is difficult.
I believe it.
Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of different aside from the engineering, there's egos at play. There's, how do I was wondering, I was like, how do they all get the beat at the same time? Like, do they wait to hear somebody else's, or do they just, give it their best shot for their timestamp and then hope it all comes together? Like, how many re-records are there? Like,
I'm curious of that too. I know he does a lot of projects with people, right? So I know, like, and they also sometimes do like a Pokemon cipher where they'll have like rappers trainers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that has one of my favorite rappers, 6 Seconds, on it. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know the process. I wish I did, because that would maybe give a little bit of context. Maybe, some people's recording devices aren't up to snuff. Maybe we're meeting up. Maybe we're doing other stuff. But he is in Britain, so he'd probably, send it in, whatever you send it in. But it's one of those things where it's like, it makes me curious to everyone's process, Or do we get to hear what everyone's bars are sounding like? So maybe I, had an original bar I was going to spit, and I was like, I feel really good about this. Then I heard what's in front of me and what's behind me. I'm like, let me resend this in.
Fair. I feel like some of Russ's songs, it's like, I feel like, okay, he got some people together and they said, this is your part, this is what you can work on. And in other songs, I'm like, did he write this and give this to this person and tell them to read it how he said it?
Like, that might be a thing, because he is a huge like D&D player.
That was not one of them. That was one of them. I felt like people wrote they all, but just
Those ad libs were fun. I had fun with the ad libs. I love a good ad lib.
Niggas love a good ad lib. It's crazy. You are a walking ad lib.
I'm not.
I agree. I second that notion. All right. Well, that was fun. Didn't get through all the songs that I had, but I get you guys' I guess views on nerdcore a little bit more, and that was actually fun, and it was very interesting to hear you break it down like that, Keats. Definitely gave me a new insight on some of this.
gave me perspective.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Let's get into that news, baby. That BNN, if you will. Tons of it. Not all of it will take too much time. But as per usual, we have to start sad. Gary Conway passed away. For those of you who don't know, Gary Conway is a co-writer or co-creator of Punisher, as well as various other characters such as Ben Reilly, Firestorm, and he also wrote the iconic Amazing Spider-Man run with the night Gwen Stacy died. So, spine breaking shit. So yeah, moment of silence for him. It's always sad when, the OGs, the comic books and arts pass away. All right. So, that being said, we getting into something big that happened about a week ago, and that was the Avatar movie leaking. Avatar, The Last Airbender, to be specific, not the blue people. I know we all grew up with Avatar, so how do you guys feel? One, how did you feel about the leak? Because mixed reviews on it from everybody. Everybody had to say what they had to say. I think we talked about it a little bit last week. Keats, how'd you feel about do you like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I didn't watch it. Of course, man.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Of course, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. Nigga, hold on.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so dope.
Oh,
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's my boy
and the
Zuko.
Fire Nation.
Why did I ask? Your dog's name is Zuko. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, bro. Yeah, man. I didn't watch the leak, and it wasn't really. I understand. Like, everybody that really worked on the project got paid. All the artists, the animation. It's not like when it hits the box office, it's not like they get a kickback. But I wanted to see the art in a big platform. It's not like the reason a lot of people they didn't watch it from a moral perspective. I didn't really care about the moral perspective. It was like, I want to wait. I don't want to watch it, full length on Twitter.
Yeah.
Full length on TikTok. I'm not.
I don't want to watch it full length on my phone.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
you
take
know.
us back the YouTube days where you had to pull up and the animes in that box in the corner.
In the box in the corner. Only real
Exactly.
ones know about those days.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. But I can't wait to see it. I mean, it's kind of rough, but I'm not really sympathetic to the studio
Yeah,
or
no.
whatever. You know, people are saying, oh, they should put it out. I just hope that they don't come out with a thing like, hey, you know, we're no longer putting this out. Like, I feel like they got it. It was like, yo, you already put the money into it. Like, you better put that joint in the box office. And at the same time, people are, even if you did watch it on Twitter, you're probably gonna go to, you know, movies to see it again. But yeah, I'm excited. It's just funny to me that happened because it's like, yo, the internet really does be like just moving like that.
Right, bro. Oh my God. So we talked. I think I talked about it last week. Did I tell you guys what happened to the guy? They found him.
Yeah,
and what they're
I
doing.
heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
We didn't talk about
Keats,
it.
if you didn't know, they planned on charging this guy $75,000 a fine for every time it was uploaded.
Oh God. I didn't know that part.
They throwing this nigga under the jail, bro.
Generational debt. Yo, kids.
There's no
I'm gonna be working this shit off.
Generational debt is crazy.
Yo, just imagine his kids in school.
His
talking
kids are
back
going to be
to somebody,
dingy.
and they said, "Watch your mouth before I re-upload that movie."
75,000 is
Oh
insane.
my God.
Per
You got a
kids are
Paramount
dingy.
suit standing over you at all times. Who's that? That's just a guy to make sure that I make some money today.
Dang, man.
His kids are dingy. He's like, I sold my left eye. I sold my left ball.
Damn.
Still ain't gonna cut it.
That ain't gonna cut it. No. Oh man, but yeah, but I feel
Sell it again.
facts. I feel a similar way. We had a whole moral conversation in our group chat. I was like, for me, it's more so the awards and stuff that come with it. So like, you know, some of those artists and stuff don't get recognition. But if people gonna support the official release, like if they say, all right, fuck it, we'll put it in the movie theaters, and niggas go support the release, I ain't got nothing to say. I'll shut my dumb ass up. Cause I mean, it was reported. This is off the internet, you know, off a couple sites. You can't have official records for how much a leak is viewed other than trying to add up where it's seen. But it was somewhere around 150 mil views from the leaks. Somewhere around there. However, remember, this is places like Twitter, it's places like TikTok, where a view is a couple minutes watched. So take that with a grain of salt. You feel me? Yeah. And that was as of 4/14. So, but as we said here last week, Avatar fans would show out either way. If you put it in the theaters right now, they gonna go watch it a second, maybe even a third time. So.
Plus, I like movie theater popcorn. I don't need a big excuse to go to the movies. If it's a movie I like and the popcorn is there, I'm gonna go.
Look, as somebody that goes to the movies every week, I feel like if they put it out in theaters, I love it. I'm there for it. If they still put it on streaming,
You an AMC A-lister?
No,
I am.
Out here,
he's bougie.
So no, I'm not even bougie. It's just out here they have a theater that's like kind of Midwestern, and it's called the Alamo Draft House. And
that sound bougie, don't it?
I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Alamo, their thing is you get a free movie a day, just period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he be in the movie theaters, and he won't give me no more reviews. I'm mad.
Eventually, we'll get to
movies.
Yo, he used to do movie reviews, and then he stopped because it was work. And I'm like, I understand, but
it's
could
not
you
that
just like
work.
FaceTime me and I pretend the visuals are there? Like I thought we were cool.
Man,
how am I supposed to know what to see?
Look, I went to a film festival and I got to talk to some folks at that festival, and it made me look at movies differently. And so I couldn't articulate how I wanted to articulate my reviews, so I stopped doing them until I can get that down.
I feel you. I understand.
Like
working on your
said,
craft.
if
You don't
you're
want to
not
produce
happy
no
with it, don't put it out.
bullshit. Damn, we said the same thing.
Yeah.
So this is I guess a big thing in the gaming space right now. It's created a lot of talk in the anime gaming space in specific. So Toei Animation is reportedly going to start making its own original anime games.
Mm-hmm.
That being a big thing is big because Bandai Namco is the person who owns most of the licenses for your anime games, and that's why you get so many arena brawlers. You get like your My Hero One's Justice, you get Demon Slayer, you get all these, you know, arena fighters that is the same formula of tapping the same button. this is big because they're talking about making a lot of original anime content. So you'll get more things like Scarlet Nexus. What's the thing with 2B in it? Oh fuck, what's that called?
Oh, you talking about Gear Automata?
Yeah. Nier Automata. You'll get more things like that. More story-driven games with original stories. You know, cool cutscenes, cool fights, cool characters. So
Beautiful
just wanted to
score.
throw it out there. Yeah. How you feel about that? You
imagine they made a like if they made like a One Piece game, but it was like GTA.
I always said
you could
there's
run
a
around.
bag to be made if you made a One Piece game. Make it online multiplayer, MMO, live
RPG.
service, yes, and let you choose your path, and just have events come out. If I want to hunt down my friends as a Marine, let me hunt down my friends. You have Devil Fruit event or Smile Fruit events, so niggas can all have Devil Fruits.
Yeah.
We go to random place. Yo, it's a Smile Fruit event. It's only 500 Devil Fruits. Get yours. You could raise your hockey levels. You could really have a game that's like pretty
That would be
balanced and crazy.
insane, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, you wouldn't be able to get me off of there. You wouldn't be able to get me off of there. Don't let me find out someone got one of these poneglyphs. Yo, it's time. Get the crew.
Run up on him.
Oh yeah, we running up on
Arresting you.
him.
What are you talking about? What did you think this was?
Crazy.
Yo's the ops. Damn, it's crazy.
I'm saying, hey, Coach Smokey, I got one.
But yeah, I think that would be really cool. I think they sitting on a gold mine with that. There's so many One Piece fans I know would buy that and never touch it again. And then people that would be on it forever, just grinding.
Facts. I think
Um,
that conceptually is something you'll probably see like close, maybe after One Piece ends. But
Yeah.
just them buying the gaming or the rights to start making their own original anime games. I hope they do something with that, like in the same sense that Overwatch didn't start trying until Marvel Rivals came out. Because I'm tired of Bandai putting out the exact same game with new skins. It's irritating. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Jump Force was
Yeah, y'all
supposed to
got
be the
listeners.
savior.
we don't talk about Jump Force.
Yo,
We don't talk about Jump Force. Okay.
Jump Force was such a L, bruh.
everybody saw it. It was like, yo, we're getting an anime game with everyone in it. Yo. And then you got your hands on the sticks and you're like, yo, what is this bullshit?
Too good to
We
be
don't
true.
talk about Jump
Right.
Force. Yeah.
Yo.
The Dragon Ball evolution of gaming.
It is,
Right.
bro. We don't talk about
Yeah.
Dragon Evolution. Oh my god. All right. So Black Clover, it technically overseas ended on the 27th in the quarterly Shonen or Shonen Giga is what it's called, but that's a quarterly Shonen Jump essentially. As you guys know, about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, Black Clover switched to a quarterly schedule to focus on the art, the story, and really get this last arc out, right? They're in their last couple chapters. Last 3 chapters are dropping April 30th in the US. And it'll be Asta versus Yuno, the fight of the rivals for who gets to be the Wizard King. Black Clover is one of my favorites. I'm excited to see this because they have leveled up so much. They both have so many abilities. It's gonna be good. Y'all think Asta's gonna get his happy ending and get to be the Wizard King? Or you think they're gonna like
No.
screw him?
They better not cuck my boy. They better
No,
not
he
cuck my
wouldn't.
boy.
No.
I feel like he's not gonna want it. Like he's gonna have something that's like, they're gonna scrap and he's be like, you know what? I don't even want it no more.
My
He'll have the
prediction.
opportunity to get it, but he'll give it up.
My prediction is he's gonna get
I
it
don't want that.
because Yuno can just go be the Spade Kingdom King for real.
See,
Consolation prize,
Cop
but
out. That's a
see-
cop out.
see, that's a terrible
He
cop
going
out. I
back to
think
the land of the sun.
the better cop out is them sharing it, which I think would be crazy. But I would respect that cop out because it's like, all right,
I
we
respect
always
it.
wonder who's better. No one's better. We're all equal. I hate you. I'm never watching this again. But I respect it.
And I like how you had to slide
I
that
don't like
in.
any of these answers. I don't like any of these answers. I don't.
I mean, I feel like we all,
I want
I don't know
Lance to win.
all, but I want Asa to win, and I want it to be a definitive win, not a we both on the ground like how Naruto and Sasuke was.
Not a Naruto.
Naruto, you won. No, nigga, we both on the ground. I want a definitive dub. I want this man standing over him like, get up, like bird dog his ass, bro.
Nah, I feel like just because of how the story goes, him losing makes more sense because now he's just gonna work harder to try and take it from him. and that's
feel
just his
that.
whole character. You feel?
Actually, I think that sharing it makes more sense because Asa's all about equality. Whether it be elves, humans, demons, he's about equality. So like sharing it's like equality, but that'd be such a cop out. Don't do that to me, please.
Just make Yami a wizard king.
Put black on top. Mmm.
Okay.
All right. In terms of Fortnite collabs, I'm always going to talk about them because my one of my bars of success is having a Fortnite character. Ben 10 is having a collab with Fortnite. They are having Ben 10 himself, Heat Blast, Alien X, Gwen, and Gwen in her alien form with a couple other knickknacks and things like that, like a flying umbrella thing and stuff like that, and a backpack with Azimuth on it and a spell book. So, you know, they in there now. So Ben 10 might be out of aliens, but he ain't out of options. He will pull out that stick.
Fortnite knows what they doing, man. That's really all I can say. They just
So many licenses.
To go, bro.
Yeah, like
That is crazy, bro. I can't like the Fortnite documentary is gonna be insane.
Oh, absolutely. The rise and fall of Fortnite. It ain't falling yet, but it will one day.
I can't believe it's taken so long to get a Ben 10 collab though.
Right?
Out of
Like,
everything they've had.
South Park before Ben 10.
South
Right.
Park, regular show, Adventure Time.
So much before Ben 10. It's just like they can't like their bag is like they can do so much, bro. Like I don't even know if anyone has if Fortnite's approached somebody to do a collab and they've been like, nah, we're good.
No,
Like, why
Fortnite hit you
not?
with that Fortnite
Why
bag.
would
You
you not?
taking it for the Keat skin?
Bro, of course, bro. Of course, man. I got some work to do, man. That's legendary status, man. If you're in a Fortnite, you gotta dance like in your Fortnite.
Yeah.
Nah,
Right,
crazy.
right. I mean,
Insane.
fucking Kai Cenat only just got a skin last year. So
There's a LeBron skin, bro.
there's a couple LeBron skins.
I just need to see like a list of all the collabs, bro, because like it really just is not in perspective to be like how much.
I want to know how much
They're
they pay in
universe.
licensing every month. Like that bag has to be like
They
we
get a
have to.
bag.
There has to be a budget
Get
for
a bag.
licensing.
Yeah.
I want to see what
Yeah,
that looks
department.
like.
It's a whole department. It's like 20 people.
Just taking care of one long ass list. Who we going after next, boys? Let's
I just
see.
wanna
Like how much money Fortnite makes every second.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
It's impossible.
That's fair.
Did you know that they raised the prices on V-Bucks?
Did they?
Yeah,
I did see
they
that.
we reported on it like a few weeks ago, and I was like, that is my recession indicator. Because why are we inflating virtual currency?
Hey man, stop. Everything gotta get like the thing with business is crazy to me. Like that's how like there has to definitely be end times because companies just regardless they have to make more money each year. Like regardless of what happens, they just need to make more money. That's the
yeah.
the shareholders. Oh, okay, we
Yeah.
got to figure out a way to make more money than we did last year. Everything is fine, but because the environment and economy inflates, the business has to make more money too to match that inflation. So it's like you got to fire people, you got to cut, you just got to find the money somewhere, and it's just raising the prices a lot of times. So it's
Imagine
going to get to the point where Netflix is going to cost $89 a month because they got to make more money.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
The thing that pisses me off.
realize that
Oh, go ahead.
It's an imaginary rat race when it comes down to the fact that I've seen companies do their quarterly earnings and it's like, oh, we made 3 trillion this year. It was a down year for us. What?
Right.
What do you mean?
Right. That is an unfathomable amount of money. Like that is imaginary money at that point. Like what the fuck?
Imagine.
Talking about net earnings. Like what? What do you
Yeah.
mean down year?
So that's the funny thing because like it's because of the exponential like growth that they want, right? Like because they're always growing, but they don't want to have $100,000 more. No, they want millions and billions more. If we had $1 billion year, we want $2 billion year. We don't want $1 billion in one. Like, and I get it, but at the same time, and I kind of blame COVID in a lot of ways for this, especially in the gaming space. Think about it like this: so many people saw such an influx of funds from people just being in the house and playing the game, to where now that's kind of like what a lot of those top people think is the standard. Like they're like, oh, so we should be hitting these numbers all the time, and
No.
we have not consistently hit numbers like that since.
Yeah.
Good point.
But that's a great segue into my next news topic about what a company is doing to get back in the good graces of the people. Xbox, everybody. We talked about it. We talked about Asha getting into the CEO chair, and we were all worried before, but she's making some power moves here. She actually lowered the Game Pass price after it was previously raised, saying that she wants it to be more affordable and wants gaming, especially on Xbox, to be affordable and understandable amongst all groups and peoples. She lowered it from $29.99 to $22.99 a month for the Game Pass Ultimate, which is a 30% reduction, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about
$7.
y'all, but I've never heard about
$7.
niggas, huh?
You say $7.
No. I say it like that because I don't know about you, but have you ever heard of a streaming service of any kind reducing its prices after upping it? So I got to give her props where it's due. That's something that hasn't been done. She heard the people complaining about the prices, and then on top of that, they're changing their logo. So they've changed it from the regular white X to the highlighted green one, to rebuild brand identity.
The original one?
Now, huh?
The original logo?
Kind of, sort of. It's more like it's a little different. It's a little different.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
Okay.
But her goal right now is, from the reports and the interviews she's been in, is to rebuild brand identity. They changed the name from Microsoft Gaming, the app, to the back to the Xbox app. And then it's rumored that they'll be rolling out selective pricing for the Game Pass, so you can pick what you want to get out of your Game Pass, and then you'll pay according to that.
Oh boy, Steam is on that ass. They gotta be.
Gotta be. Because them Steam sales, boy, I got things on my wish list that I just got notified about.
Yeah.
What do they got? What's that the new system coming out? A Steam.
The Steam machine.
Steam machine. Yes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Man, Xbox finna be Kodak, man.
So obviously she's trying to get in everyone's good graces. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people have been hyping it up. What are you guys' thoughts on this little power play that she's having in her first 3 months as CEO?
This is what happens when you put women in charge.
I feel like this is just the culmination of the fact that they realize that everything they've done has lost them money. And continuing to do similar things is not going to magically make you more money. So I feel like she was a new voice in the room, and she had the power. She said, "Hey guys, what if we did the opposite of what we've been doing, and let's see how that works out."
How recent is this news? Like, is there like enough runway to see if this has been a good move for them, like profitable at all?
It has only been about a week since it came out, so we will find out. I've been hearing that a lot of people are now saying, "Oh, the trade-off for this price reduction is that Call of Duty is not a day one exclusive on the Game Pass anymore. It'll come out a few months later on the Game Pass for free." That's what everybody did. We were all like, "Okay, fuck." That being said, a lot of, from what I've been hearing from different podcasts, gamers, and people playing the game, is that they are more likely to at least get it on a month-to-month basis now. Because it went from like $15 to $30 or $16 to $30. So like a $15 price jump is fucking huge. Yeah. So yeah, basically because you're getting Call of Duty.
I don't even know if I have Game Pass right now. I cannot tell you if I have Game Pass or not right now.
See, I have it because I play a lot of games, like a lot of games. So I have it for the specific reason of if you play 9 to 10 games in a year, right, off of Game Pass, you've got your money's worth already, right? Because now you don't have to purchase those games. I do that. So it's like, for me, it's got its value. For a lot of people, they don't do that. They have it for either Call of Duty, to have online, or for whatever the hell else. So I get it on when some people are saying like, "Oh yeah, let's play I'll get on a month-to-month basis. Like, this game comes out, it's a real cool game. It's gonna be on Game Pass day one. I'll have Game Pass for 2 months, beat the game, turn it off. Fair play. That's better than someone saying screw Game Pass, but we'll see how this all shakes out in the next couple weeks. I'm pretty sure by the end of the next quarter they'll have some type of reportings on how much they've made, saved, or lost doing that. So
yeah,
I think Game Pass just really needs to up their like promotion, because I think it would help if more people know about Game Pass. But if you have, I never see them like pushing ads on TikTok about like, yo, Game Pass with the amount of like streamers and people. There's so
Facts.
many people that stream and they don't know like, hey, you get free if you have this subscription, you get free games. That means you can like, I just think a type of like skit or just some type of promotion on like TikTok, they would benefit from that. I don't know. I haven't seen Microsoft.
Y'all
or
hear that,
Xbox
guys?
doing
There's a
stuff like
bag
that.
to be gotten. Make it.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
Xbox to
shit,
pay
I'm-
for
I'm
it.
a
You feel
DM
me?
'em.
Yeah, do it. No, a podcast I was listening to, the Gaming Illuminati podcast. TBH brought up a good point and said, the perfect time to do this is when Expedition 33 won Game of the Year, because Expedition 33 was free on Game Pass. So it would have been like, oh, you can have this amazing Game of the Year winner who broke records and all this shit for the free ski. All you gotta do is pay for this. Get some people on there that way, something like that. Because they actually, a lot of the games that won were on Game Pass actually. So like, hey, you get all these games instead of paying this, and then put the price on there. Instead of paying $300, pay $29.99 Game Pass. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some people to just pick it up, even if they don't play the game. You feel me?
Fair enough.
But yeah, marketing is ass.
Tight.
But let's see what they do. Moon Girl won a Peabody Award. I was happy about that because, you know, black on top. I didn't know about Moon Girl until the show, for real. So Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. But it won an
I
award.
love Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. That show slaps, and people don't know.
Tough.
Not enough people know about it. It is so stinking cute.
Talk your shit.
It
yeah,
is.
shit.
Okay, so Moon Girl is super smart. She lives in New York, and she opens a dimension to get a devil dinosaur, and they solve crimes together in her neighborhood because New York is so big, and there is no superhero in her. I don't know what borough she's in, but there's no one in her like borough doing the work, and so she does it, and it's all just her making gadgets. She has natural hair. It talks about like taking care of your natural hair and being like smart and having to pull that back, and then her sidekick is a fucking dinosaur. It's so cool. It's so cool, and it's so cute, and the songs are like it's got a great like soundtrack to it. It's a really good show.
So I see it started as a comic. They have an actual show.
Mhm.
Is it on
Yes.
like Disney
Yep.
Plus?
Yeah,
Disney Plus.
I think it was.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think it was on
Check it
Disney
out.
Plus. Yeah.
It's Marvel, right?
Yeah, it's Marvel. It's
a Marvel
rumored
superhero.
that the next set of characters that might be coming to Rivals might be Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, and Cyclops. That's the rumor right
I
now.
love her so much.
Don't know how we're gonna do that, but
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
She has she has 2 seasons, and like her best friend is like her social media manager, and so like she records everything and like makes like TikToks of her and stuff, so she gets promo. It is like so cute, and it's just
Cool.
yeah.
So definitely
I
give it a
highly
watch
suggest
if you want to
like,
see some
watching it
black
and just
girl
throwing
magic.
it on. Yeah, all of the
Alright.
black girl magic.
So my last news point is a spoofy move. My last news point is a spoof news point that's really fucking funny. So Michael B. Jordan is reportedly going into production for a Battlefield movie. I just thought this was funny because there's a Call of Duty movie being made currently. So we might get to see Call of Duty and Battlefield beef go from games to the big screen.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching a Battlefield movie over Call of Duty, bro. I
Yeah,
feel like
100%.
a Call of Duty
Absolutely.
movie would be
100%.
like, you know, they gonna have
The
Nicki
only
Minaj
way
come out
I'd
do a
watch the
cameo.
Call of the only the only
That's
way I'd
weird.
watch the Call of Duty movie is if there is gotta be like Black Ops 1 or 2. The numbers, Mason, I need that. If I get that in a
Nah,
movie, I'm
and you-
there. Anything else, I don't
Nah,
care.
nah. You're gonna
I
get
love a
that.
war movie though.
Ooh.
I love a war movie, man. I'm down for the explosions, you know.
You a saving Private Ryan kind of guy?
And American Sniper, all of that, bro.
Okay,
But,
okay.
Actually, I watched this Prime show with I'm blanking. He's a Chris Pratt.
Okay.
He did it's
Oh,
called
yeah.
like the List or something like or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
I love that like ex spec op like military just trying to stay low key in the cut, and then
Yeah.
some terrorists come up. It's like, all right, let me get back into my Delta Force bag. Like picks up the strap,
terminal
starts
list.
commanding the team. Yeah, the terminal list exactly.
What
fire,
movie was
fire.
it? There was a movie, and it was like, what is this guy? And it's like, oh, he's got no record. And they look it up, and he was like, search and destroy. And it's like, what does that mean? And they just looked at him like, yo, how you working here, bro, if you don't know what that mean? Took everybody out. Took
There
everybody
was
out.
something like that in the what's the thing with the guy who plays Mufasa? Like Aaron
Oh, I know what
Pierre.
you're talking about. That, yeah, the Netflix movie.
That's the
What's
one.
that?
Yeah. No,
Rebel
you're
Ridge.
Rebel Ridge.
Rebel
You-
Ridge.
You
So
got
good.
it. That's the one.
Mhm.
Because they were like, what did he do? And he's the one who taught like the close combat training to all the
train
fucking Marines.
That was a fire movie.
That was a
That was
good
so
ass
good.
movie.
And he was just living out in the. They're like, oh, where he stand? He was like out in the woods.
He's like, I'm in the
this nigga
woods.
just roughing it. Like,
Crazy.
One that was really funny
was
about that, he
intense.
wanted nothing but his bread. That
I know,
whole
right?
movie, he could have caught bodies. He wanted nothing but look. I just want my bread to pay for this thing. That's it.
the bread that
Fire.
they took off him because
Mhm.
they were like, oh, it has to go through the system. He was like, why are we doing all of this? Just give me the money back that you had, and I'm gonna pay for this thing.
I might
That's
have to
all
go
I
watch
wanted.
that movie again because that movie was actually really,
I think
really,
I'm
really,
gonna
really
watch it
good.
too.
Like,
I'm gonna watch
tough,
that
solid.
work tomorrow.
Tough.
Yes, sir. All right, but that was on my news points. Does anybody else have any news that they want to share? Any news they want to throw out to the people?
Yeah, you know the I just went to the movies to see what was it? Whatever it was, I just went to the movies. Oh, to see Michael. And I saw they have a Reincarnated as a Slime movie coming out on the 1st.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I will definitely be in the AMC theaters to see that. For
Make sure
so.
you tune in for that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna be there in some capacity.
I am. I'm a
We
good
put
son.
Diva on, and she was like not trying to watch it for so long, and then she loved it, and then it got violent,
I
and she
love
loved it even more. And I'm like, we told you.
I did. It did. It's
Anytime you need to put somebody on to reincarnate as slime, just show them the Megiddo. Like no context, just be like, yo, this happened. That Megiddo thing is like,
I
what is
want you to
happening?
understand, seeing that, and then seeing him in the beginning, because that's how he put me on. He was like, yo, look at this scene. All right, I'm gonna watch a show about a slime. Why did this man just kill 20,000 people? What do you mean?
They had to.
boom.
They told him all he needed was 10. Overachieving ass.
Thought it was sweet, man.
Yeah.
They did.
You coming
it
to
was
my
sweet.
town? All right, bet.
That's
No
exactly what he
mercy.
said. You thought it was sweet? Cool. I got the Switch. Don't worry. The ye old Switch at that.
And he didn't even lose nobody. They tried to run up in your shit, didn't even kill anybody. Well, they did, but you brought them back, so it wasn't even as deep.
Really? You just lost 20,000 people.
Something I had to quick rant about some things. One, the My Hero final episode's coming out in 3 more days. So what would make that the 30th or 31st?
The
Or
31st.
whatever it is. May 1st. Yeah.
May 1st. Yeah.
Um,
April doesn't have 31 days.
This is that episode that's going to be the one that brought up all that controversy when people saw what happened to Deku after everything, because it's 8 years later. So a lot of fans are sad. I mean, does anyone have any thoughts on that? I personally don't care about My Hero after reading it, so I was just like, eh.
I have beef with the My Hero Academia community. Correction. I have beef with the My Hero Academia power scaling community.
Yeah.
You in the power scaling community.
I have one TikTok that I'm not gonna say went viral for me. It did very well. I was literally just saying like Deku wasn't planetary. Oh my god, how many DMs I got off of that.
Yeah.
Boy, someone made a video about me and how dumb I am with screenshots and all this. I'm like, yo. So many people,
bro.
so many mean people.
People really go crazy, bro. Like they will take this shit to with their chest. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah,
And-
you Detroit smashing. Like, golly.
And
I'm
to
like-
them I say, put the fries in the bag.
Because I mean,
had-
classic said it best. Nothing Deku has ever done has come close to anything All Might has done feat wise. I'm sorry, that's just a
Yo,
fact.
watching Vigilantes, why would you ever be a villain? All Might can just pop up.
He made a building bounce by punching the air.
Punching. He didn't even punch up at the building. He punched down and the air bounced up and caught the building.
This is
Absolutely
like
not.
regular physics. Like they didn't even make up physics. Like this is just physics that worked.
And you know what's
Bro,
crazy? I know he
why did
didn't
Deku
think that
never
would
go
work.
to the gym. Why did Deku
What?
never go to the gym?
He ain't never lift nothing. After
Why did he never have a like training
touch a
arc?
weight
Like,
after that?
I pulled off like pause. I stopped watching My Hero Academia like pretty early, bro. Like right when around he started kicking.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. I'm kicking and flicking. I'm like, bro, that's not my MC. That one. I got a very busy schedule.
Is this your MC?
That is not my main character. I'm not spending my precious free time to watch, this nigga flick villains, bro. I'm not. And I was very disappointed because when My Hero like first like started to come out like right around like COVID or a little bit before that or whatever, I was like, yo, this is gonna be the next one, bro. This joint, like, you got an academy. Like, I love that type of like origin, like learning, and just he didn't have that dog in him enough for me, bro. He was just kept crying, like he was skinny. I expected him to like have a little bit more Luffy-esque, like, yo, like no, like my body is hurting because there's so much power, bro. I gotta train, like I gotta kind of Sung Jin Woo this thing out, and like I thought he would overcome that, but he just kept bitching, and I'm like, oh my
he
gosh,
has
man.
zero charisma.
Yeah, just he just settled in his victim state, and I'm like, people
gotta hate that.
But that's what it.
Takamichi from Tokyo Revenge.
Yo, I hate him. We call him Bitchamichi here.
Don't get
it was the same type of like thing. I'm like, bro, you basically like Takamichi, bro.
They got me to watch Tokyo Revengers, and I trusted them. And I watched season 1, and I was like, yo, so he gonna get better, right? And they like, him Ellen out that one nigga is the best it gets.
Stop that. We did not.
Barely.
We read it. Me and Diva read it, and we're like, no, this is not it.
And I would have never lied to you. I literally am a real fan.
Okay.
She lied earlier. Remember that.
It does not get better.
She said I didn't send her the touch grass flyer. I sent it. You're a liar.
I'm looking. Man. I don't see it.
But yeah, please don't get me started on fucking Tokyo Revengers. That is Deku on crack.
Are they coming out with the new season for that?
They should be. It's later down the road. I don't care. I barely finished season 1. After I finished reading it, I was pissed. I didn't even want to give it not one more second.
So upset.
Really?
I was so upset when I finished it.
I liked Windbreakers a little bit more, and then I got bored of Windbreakers. So I
got bored of Windbreakers as well.
It was hands, and then it wasn't.
It was hands, exactly, and then it was not hands. Extremely underwhelming.
Yo, they started off so good. This man getting jumped. He whipping ass left and right. We fighting another school. Okay, I'm here. And now we all talking about friendship and cleaning the community and shit.
Yeah.
Dang, you hated Vinland Saga, huh?
Bullshit out of here.
Crazy. Y'all are crazy.
It was the high school version of Vinland Saga. What you mean?
Vinland Saga had me hooked in the first season. Then my man's is a pacifist. Yo, you got too many bodies to be a pacifist. Shut up. Get out there and get in the field.
That was different for me, bro, because like he really like, he was really a demon, bro. Like he was like he needed to change, bro, because that nigga was really a demon. Really like that nigga needed saving. Like it's not like he was getting into like fights. He was dark to his core, bro. So it's like, okay,
looking for the fights.
He was tormented.
It's like, bro,
he was tormented by his.
If I go back into that life, like I'm not coming back, bro. Like he was really ruthless, bro.
Yo, Aslan said, yo, you kill all these niggas, I'll let you fight me. He said, bet. Killed a whole squad of people. Not a second thought. He said, now I get to fight you, right? I would be shitting bricks on that little ship. Like, yo.
Hold on, ain't that the same time when they had to throw him over the wall?
Yes, they launched him over the wall. He said, yo, you kill all them, you get to fight me next.
Nah, yeah, Keats, you right. That's pure demon behavior. He was like 12. They threw a 12-year-old into a fort.
He's real, like it's like releasing like Kurama. Like you can't, like, bro. Once the seal is off, it's done, bro. I'm gonna go like this village done.
that goblin mask was definitely calling his name in season 2. He just resisted long enough to be a good man.
Exactly. And I wanted to see that, but I understand, and I had to appreciate his resolve.
Yeah,
because that was man.
Respectfully. Damn it. The Tokyo Revengers was my segue because I had to vent about one other anime coming out. Fucking My Life, whatever, reincarnated as a vending machine is getting a season 4.
Wait, what? We got that far?
Yeah, when I tell you,
Damn.
I heard this announcement. I heard this announcement, and I hit up my mans, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta watch this show because I need to see how they can get to season 4." I got 6 episodes in. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. He doesn't grow legs or anything. They drag him around everywhere. He changes his image, bro. The village leader, because they're in a dungeon. He's a bear, and he's basically saying, "Yo, there's a lot of humans that's gonna be coming down here because and I'm concerned because they're gonna get us sick. They bring diseases stuff." He said, "I got you." Yeah. This man turned into a condom machine. How does that help?
Started vending condoms, bro. Nigga, what do you mean? How does that help, nigga? What? You know how like rancid fucking gonorrhea must have been in the 1800s or something?
Yo.
Like, bro,
and he can't even talk. He can only say like 5 phrases. So they had to figure it out.
That's
Season 4
insane.
is crazy for an isekai slot. That's crazy. I gotta see what they got going on for that. That might be like, you know, like how they
My
have
hate
like
watch
embezzlement fronts.
Absolutely
Like,
has to be.
They gotta be embezzling through the anime or something.
Yo, the
How?
Yakuza's directly linked to that show. I just can't prove it yet.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there'd be like some weird
shows out there.
Not even weird shows, like weird fan bases that they must.
Yeah, no,
they got
absolutely.
some fan service, but yeah, that might be one that they just fuck with the vending machine or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe a little.
Maybe niggas really want to be a vending machine. I don't know. That's your anime dream.
I have to believe that people might just want to be a vending machine because apparently he had a chance to learn to use telepathy, and he said, "But people don't know what I sound like. You know what? I'm just gonna be my vending machine." I said, "Yep, this is bullshit."
That's where I turned that shit off.
That's right here. That's when I turn it off because we're not about to do that.
You ever feel like you just like you don't like the anime, but you're too far in. You just have to see like where it goes.
Yeah,
yes,
I've been.
That was kind of
That's how I felt about Peach Girl and Fruit Baskets.
I feel like Peach Girl was good though.
It was. And Ouran High School. I watched all of that.
Oh, I actually liked Ouran High School.
I didn't hate it, but I definitely was like, I don't want to watch this. But then I was like, I'm 8 episodes in. I need to finish.
See, Nana is the one that pissed me off because the happy-go-lucky one was just so dumb, and she just kept getting into more shit. And then the goth one became just as dumb, and I'm like, y'all don't need to be near each other, okay? But the last thing I want to bring up show-wise is World Trigger. Is an anime that a lot of people don't know about. It has a lot of fucking episodes. It is getting a reboot, which is well needed because apparently it wasn't adapted to the manga too well. But I think in a newer generation, people will be more inclined to watch it. But if I had to sum up the plot, it's basically Kaiju number 8. But yeah, just weapons, and they have the original Gojo in there.
Oh.
Like they have a guy in there that they were literally planning around him, and all he did was show up eating a bag of rice balls or whatever, and just be chilling. And they was like, "Nah, you're a demon. We need to get you out the way." But yeah, I wanted to say that for those that don't know, because World Trigger is actually worth a watch, and a reboot would be really good for that.
Okay.
Awesome. Diva.
I have 2 quick ones. I do. I have 2. Mine are quick. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2026 merch has been announced. I'm not impressed.
Pause. Nigga, it's April. What are we talking about? Not So Scary Halloween Party. What the fuck?
It starts in September typically. I'm not impressed. And it makes me sad because I was really excited to do like Halloween ears this year because I have a lot of them. Because
that's still 4 months.
Yeah, but from what I'm seeing right now, I'm not feeling it. So we'll see. Maybe they'll have something that's worth my while. But as of right now, I'm not impressed.
Y'all are the reason Spirit of Halloween is still running year round.
My house is the reason why Spirit Halloween exists, and
you're
that's
the problem.
Okay. No, my fiance is the problem.
Hey, chill. Spirit Halloween has a lot of good costume stuff for random.
It does for everything. So,
I didn't say it shouldn't be open. I said it shouldn't be open all year round.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And then I did not report on this when it was announced. I do not know why. It just went over my head. Halloween Horror Nights 35th year is this year. The theme is the Infernal Carnival of Nightmares, which I think is going to be super, super dope. All of the things that I've seen for it so far have been really, really cool. And it is starting the earliest that it's ever started this year on August 28th, going all the way through November 1st. So I'm super excited for that one too.
We starting in August. Halloween shit in August. It's still hot out. I still have on shorts and we're talking about Halloween?
I mean,
You was gonna wear shorts anyway. It's Florida. Nice try.
Ooh, I hate Florida. I don't go there. The water tastes like hair's been washed in it.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all do got some weird water in Florida. Okay,
That is
the fact.
Y'all on that Zephyr Hills.
They love their Zephyr Hills here. I can't stand it.
do
They be
it.
like, but that's what they love. But yeah, so that's my news. So just look out for those. I will be going. I will be talking about it. So don't worry.
Okay.
Ready for ears?
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry, Keith. This is the part I forgot. Ears, where she shows us a pair of ears that she's bought from Disney out of her collection of almost 100.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, she has like her favorite ones
Um,
behind her.
They're not my favorite ones. My ears are color coded, so I think it goes from red to yellow in here, but it starts at black in my room. It goes black, blue, pink, purple, green, red.
And you don't see a problem with that, do you?
And all the
It's
ones that
called
go in-
addiction.
It's not addiction. It's called collecting. Thank you. So we're still in the Donald realm. I'm just gonna say it's Daisy Duck. So you want to give it a little rating before I show?
The last ears were a 0, so you better come with some heat.
Yeah, the last ones were definitely a 0.
They weren't even
not
ears.
They're supposed to be cute. They
3.
they count.
Wait, so like, what's the rating? Like, is it 0
1 to 5.
10?
Yeah, 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Okay.
And they got a 0. That's how bad
They got a 0 because they weren't even fucking ears. They were disqualified.
Qualified. They were great ears. And I got them at Tokyo Disney. Like they were great ears.
I wish
I'm
we
gonna
had
go
them
with.
right here.
I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna
did.
give you the benefit of the doubt of improvement.
Oh
These are
yeah,
like-
those are the not ears. There
Those
you
are
go.
not ears. Those aren't ears. Last time I checked, those are 3
You
ducks
didn't
on a headband.
Even Keats. That's 3 ducks on a hairband. Like, come on now.
Anyway, all right. So these are my Daisy ears. So
Okay.
Daisy Duck is
Okay.
front and
I
center.
like those.
And then it has flowers. The flowers are like felty. The back is plain. I've worn them a couple times. I will be wearing these at DreamCon this year because I'm gonna Daisy Duck, not cosplay, but
Bound.
What is it called?
Costume.
Bounding,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
going Disney. I'm a bound Daisy. So yeah, these are my Daisy Duck ears. Like some of my favorite. I love Daisy and Donald. They're so cute. Oh, and this is a small detail that you may not be able to see, but like the Daisy has little Mickeys in it. Like
I see
on
it.
the
Yeah, I
back.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. That's actually
Yeah.
tough.
It's
Okay,
really
I'm actually
dope,
gonna
like,
up my
really-
score to a 5. I like these a lot. This is redemption.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I will,
you.
I will give him that 5. Daisy did her thing.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go 4 just because I don't know how high the ceiling of like ears can go. So
I can
It
show
does
you
not get much
probably
higher
my
than that.
highest rated ears. I have them in here.
let me see.
This 2 pair. This one. And where are they? They glow in the dark.
She keeps the best ones here. That's what it was. She
No,
lied
they're,
about the
just
color
they're
scale.
in the same colorway. They're in the same colorway.
Oh, the
So,
customs. Yeah, the customs are
these-
definitely a 5.
These are my customs that I got done. For
Be
the
more
podcast.
nerdy ears.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bmore Nerdy ears. They're custom. Got the diva on it. My One Piece logo. Like these are the customs. And then these are my Beauty and the Beast ears. They actually glow in the dark.
Oh,
Yeah,
They
we
wow.
gave
have
these a 5. Yeah, we
falling-
gave those a
They have
5.
falling. Yeah, they have falling petals inside. It has the rose. It has Beauty and the Beast, and they're dead, so they're not glowing, but they glow in the dark. Yeah, like these are like a 5. These are my
That's
top
yeah.
ears.
Okay, that's the 5. Then yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna have the
stick
4.5
with it.
on those flowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
The flowers
Okay.
is tough. It kind of reminds me of like a Tyler the Creator type aesthetic. Like
Yeah.
flowers.
So I-
Mm.
They're just yeah. And her name's Daisy, so it's like
All you
flowers,
gotta
so
do
yeah.
is change Daisy out and take a golf hat, and boom, you have Tyler the Creator ears.
Probably great ears. So yeah, I have 99 pairs.
Tyler the
I'm
Creator's in Fortnite. God damn.
Man, if you told me like 10 years ago, yeah, Goku's gonna be in a game doing a Carlton, I'd be like, shut up. Why are you just saying things?
Absolutely. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I like every one of those videos when they be like back, with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
with
that shit be so
with the
crazy.
anime characters. I'm like, nah, they actually be hitting that hoe. Oh man,
Wow.
yeah.
Bro, TikTok is a crazy place, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right, weeks. How's everybody's week been, Keats? We start with the guests on the weeks. How has your week been, brother?
Man, my week has been great. I cannot complain. My birthday was actually on April 25th. So
Oh man, happy birthday!
Happy belated.
thank you.
Happy belated, brother.
Man, I didn't do nothing. It was great. It was great. I ain't spent no money on my birthday, and it was amazing.
Another sign
I'm
of an
coming to
adult.
find that like when people get older, it's like being able to have nothing done, maybe dinner is
Yeah.
the perfect birthday. You feel me?
Mhm. Yeah, and it was like, bro, my peace was the gift, bro. Because a lot of times you don't be having peace. You know, things come up. You know, my birthday's in tax season, so my peace was there, bro. It's great, man. I've been working on some music. I've been very productive though, working on music. I'm actually coming out with some 3D printed Kirby beads. So I gotta go get the haircut, get my hair braided. You know,
Yeah.
about the video camera. I'm gonna be on edits. I played Apex yesterday. I think I got 2 matches before I just, shut down the game. And yeah, just been kind of really just chilling in my bag, like just kind of keeping up this creative space. So yeah, it's cool. Weather's been nice. Dogs are healthy, fed. Everybody fed. Everyone's good. Everyone's healthy, man. So can't complain, man.
That's great to hear. When you gonna play Kingdom Hearts 2?
That is a serious question. That's a very serious question.
Yes, sir.
I will get. I don't want to start it if I can't beat it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like right there. So probably this summer sometime. It's probably gonna be a summer thing.
It is probably one of my favorite game endings ever, if not my favorite
Right.
game ending ever. Yes.
Yeah,
that
I started,
end boss is gas.
I started Chain of Memories. I think I'm gonna skip just straight to K.
You can skip Chain of Memories. It gets brushed over so lightly in the beginning of 2. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I might just go to 2. It seems just the format is cool. I appreciate it, but I don't think I'm gonna use my time. I think I'm gonna just get burned out on that one.
And
it
then
may,
not
like,
finish
just
the
stop.
actual-
Yeah,
Right.
it may stop my. I don't want it to mess with my Kingdom Hearts 2 journey. So yeah, I think I'm gonna next time I get on stream and I know I'm gonna be consistent with my streams. I'm definitely gonna do another Kingdom Hearts event for sure.
Yes, sir. Bet. All right, Diva, how's your week been?
It's been a rough one. Yeah, it hasn't been a good week for me. Planning weddings is stressful. It's the most stressful thing I've ever done. And the crazy thing is, it wasn't at first. Like, I had like the most smooth sailing wedding planning. Like, my friends were like, "What do you need help with? Do you need this? Do you need that?" I was like, "Nah, shit, good. I'm done. Like, that's done. Done. And now I feel like pulling my hair out. Work is great. I love my job. I love my job. I could not ask for a better place of employment. But yeah, my week was shit. It was shit. It was a shit week. Man, it happens. It's adulting. It is on the up. We are getting better. Problems are getting solved. Things are coming together. But yeah, it was a rough week.
Sorry to hear that.
Coming out the trenches.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Heaty boy, how's your week?
I can honestly say it's been great. This is the week that I finally got into 3D printing. My job has
it's your
gym
job
for 3D printers, and I have been having fun. I just finished my Batman helmet for the Batman Who Laughs remake, and I'm excited to print more things. Yeah,
Yo, I'm gonna need one of them
You want
Tyrannotars,
to print?
please. It's my favorite Pokemon.
I have no idea who made that. It was just in there. I just took a picture of it.
That's funny.
Are you designing like the CAD models, or are you finding stuff and just kind of tweaking them?
I'm finding STLs and tweaking them as need because I'm trying to get familiar with the software using like actual models first and then like the different print settings. But I do want to actually start designing things. What is it? Tinkercad?
Yeah, Tinkercad.
Yeah, Tinkercad is what I'm going to start playing with first. And once I get comfortable with that, then I'll branch out into other things.
What
I was
type
gonna
of
say
slicer
you
are
can use
using right
CAD.
now?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pruja?
What did you think?
You said Prussia?
I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was
And
going
what
to be a
printers
different
are you
program.
working with?
Y'all didn't
more
have to
time.
use laser printers at Morgan?
What?
We
No,
never
all
got
three
to
of you
use
said
laser
different
printers.
things.
But continue using conversation. I'm very interested in what you do here. With
I just
3D
wanted to know
printing.
what printer you was using.
Okay. Yeah. The Prusa. What is it? Something for S4, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have XLs in there too, which I tried to make like color accurate corn with it for one of my coworkers. It didn't work out too well. I don't know why. The print failed, and by the time I got back, somebody already threw it off the printer. So I have to redo it and figure out why it failed.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a fun little journey for like the last 2 weeks. So like every day I come in the morning, I check. When I leave, I check, and then on the weekends, I'm just in there just tinkering around.
Bet.
So
That's
it's a
lit.
fun journey.
That's good to know, man. I like that you're getting into so many things. It's
Yeah,
nice.
trying to up the costume game, and 3D printing is the natural progression because can't work with foam forever.
Yes, sir. I plan on getting a 3D printer later this summer. Yeah, probably like right after DreamCon, because I have a lot of things I wanna do in print. I have a lot of ideas in the old noggin that I wanna make come to life. Greg's week. Busy and sweaty. Mowed my lawn, mowed my dad's lawn, worked
You
out
mow
a
my
lot.
lawn?
It's a flight. You're gonna have to cover that. Or I gotta ride the mower all the way there. What the hell? But yeah, no, mowed lawns, worked out a lot. Really been in the gym, just trying to be consistent with it with my boy, and it's doesn't hurt anymore, thank God. But now it's time to focus on eating, getting my eating right. So back to counting calories, eating better foods, not eating as much fast food. Finally started getting some perlers done. Tomorrow afternoon, I have to do my voice acting stuff for DreamCon because I am going to be putting in a submission for the Martian Blueberry voice acting stuff. But as you can see, like back there, I finished my buddy. I did one for him too. I made him gum fruit and a Opie Opie no Mi. That's gonna be my wall, and I'm gonna put all the devil fruits I can either find or figure out how to make on this wall. So hopefully by like the end of the year, because my goal is to do 2 to 3 perlers in the week, and or 1 voice acting thing in the week. So this week was making extra devil fruits for my storage, because I also found out how much it would cost to be a vendor of some things, and I'm thinking I'm gonna probably try next year be a vendor at a con for some of these perler arts that I do. So
Yay.
yeah.
I love that for you.
Rooting for it.
Appreciate it. But yeah,
What you doing for your
that's
mother for Mother's Day?
That's a great question, because Mother's Day always sneaks up and suplexes me. And then I'm like,
When
fuck.
is Mother's Day, actually?
Hey, I was looking it up too.
mhm.
Look, y'all welcome.
I believe it's the second weekend,
May
the
10th.
10th.
May
10th?
10th.
I feel like I have something to do on that weekend too. Shit. Not to be anywhere, but like it's gonna be another busy one, one of those. I don't know. I'll figure out something. I told my mom I'm gonna take her to medieval times because I feel like my mom would really love it there.
I send you half.
I also just
The
went.
beauty
and it
of
was really lit.
siblings.
You have siblings.
No, I do the same thing.
half.
My sister would call me like, "Yo, I'm getting dad something." I said, "I'm gonna send you half. Go ahead."
Send you half.
But yeah. All right. So that's the episode, everybody. That's episode 163 of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast with our guest Keats. We had a lot of fun here. We got to talk about a lot. We got to do a lot. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me on my socials at GalaxyGreg_ for just about everything. Have a gaming channel, Galaxy Greg Gaming, and the Interstellar Seller for any of my perler art or any content that will be revolving around shirts, art, stickers, etc. Be sure to follow the podcast at Bmore Nerdy on all platforms. That includes TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Bmore Nerdy. Diva.
What it is, little dummies? It's your girl Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the Diva XOXO. Look out for. I'm not watching any more new shows. Sorry, not sorry, but I'll be commenting on the shows that I've just been watching. I'm catching up on. I have so much to catch up on. Heat. That's the only reason why.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
not.
I'm
I'm
not.
not. Yeah.
Look, as
I'm
long
not
as every,
rewatching.
I was about to say, You don't understand. This girl used to rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho all the time, like twice a
Once,
year.
at least once to twice a year.
Like
Once a quarter,
Wow.
yeah. That's my show.
Once a
I,
quarter
And then
is
she
great.
maybe a sprinkler of Full Metal.
Wow.
Yeah, because I just throw it on while I'm doing whatever. But I've been doing these stuff. Make sure you comment down below your favorite line, like your favorite nerd rap line. There are plenty. Let me hear them. I want to see them down below in the comments.
Well, y'all know it's me, it's HD. You can always find me at the podcast page. Look at that. Go there. Follow that. On top of that, you're a alleged anime aficionado. Still no reviews. Sorry to Greg and all of Greg's cohorts that are alleged fans, but more to come. And big shout out to Keats for being our guest this week. And hopefully he'll tell us some things that are coming down the pipeline in his world.
Keats, all you.
Yo.
Close us out.
Yo, thank y'all for having me, man. Yo, thank y'all for having me on the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. I'm Keats, again, Keats. Type it on Instagram. The check will come up. You'll see it there. Follow me. And look at my pin. Look at follow along and just see what I post. I got a lot of skits, got a lot of music on there. But yeah, if you just check out my YouTube and my Instagram, you'll definitely get a good feel for what I'm about as an artist and creative in this, anime type gaming community space. Follow me on the Twitch. You'll get the notification if I come up, but it's always a good time, and I appreciate my Twitch community. Man, I'm really focusing on bringing the music to y'all. Con season is coming up. We got DreamHack, MomoCon, DreamCon, Anime NYC, and then the festivals at the end of the year. So I'm focusing on bringing a new body of work again, and it's going to be focused around, anime type samples and music. I produced everything. I got stuff loaded up on the computer that I'm probably gonna record some stuff tonight. But yeah, I appreciate this. This was a great show. I love talking to y'all and just kind of vibing out on some nerdy shit. So appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all follow, show support, show love, man.
And don't forget, if y'all are here for the Keats music, if I'm not mistaken, you do have that link in your bio that you can subscribe to and get the notifications about what's coming up next. So
yes sir, definitely hit the links, man.
All right, with that being said, we are the Bmore Nerdy Podcast, and remember to be more nerds. Peace.
Y'all cheer.